glowy boy.
I like the glowy boy.
Okay, glowy boys.
Yeah, you keep rolling like that, baby. We're doing good.
All right.
The second we start.
I think we're ready.
Yes.
Hopefully. We'll see.
Yes.
We'll find out eventually. Are you guys ready?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Well, so last time we played, after finding a mysteriously cursed dagger and a fresh new fox-like woman with some family issues, the group traveled back to Redborough, the home of the Shazera family and the capital of the Shazera dynasty. Avoiding confrontation with the militant guards at the front gate, you decided to go through the Undercity, through a veiled entry point outside of the wall. Feria and the rest of the Three Strikes led the group to the Afterthought, a popular three-story tavern inside the Undercity run by a peacekeeper named Shark. On the way, Melicroft sought out the aid of one of the Fanes of Freya that had stationed down in the Undercity, and found that the dyad that was running this Fane was missing. Continuing to the Afterthought, the Three Strikes met with Shark to tell him about the dagger being found, which he knew nothing about. And then also to kind of put out the word about the two missing humans, Gerald and Sophie Brayley. After Melicroft collected some overdue money, the group left the Afterthought after some mild confrontation with some of the gang members there, back to Feria's home. Before going to visit Morris the next day to collect the debt and bounty on the dagger that you collected. But during the night, Callan, your rage overtook you. Upset that Anari is trying to pin everyone against him. We ended the session with Callan standing over Anari with the dagger in his hand. Callan.
Yeah.
At the end of last session, you failed a wisdom saving throw.
I did.
Your mind is set on trying to rid not only your group, but the world of Anari. You stand over her. First, I need you to make a stealth check with disadvantage.
Okay.
Being that in your rage, you're not trying to be sneaky, you're just seeing red.
Well, I like that second number more than that first one.
What's that? This is middle of the night. Everyone's asleep by now.
I don't sleep.
I don't sleep either.
You don't?
You guys meditate.
Would you have been standing protecting and looking over Anari or Feria?
I would have probably been looking over the whole room, but with no particular emphasis on a particular person.
Okay. 11. So,
I need a pass.
Melicroft and Caehanna. Caehanna, why aren't you asleep?
I only do 4 hours of sleep. And I go
You
into
can meditate.
I meditate.
Okay. So, we'll say this is after your trance. This is deep into the night, early morning. Melicroft, you typically stand against the doors, correct? And that's where you go inert. Anari would have found a corner somewhere cozy, did a couple of circles before laying down.
1000% correct, yeah.
But being that this is essentially an old Church of Soul, there's not a lot of crooks and crannies to hide around, right? There's not a ton of corners. It's really a big open room with a few busted up pews from the church before. So you're able to see Callan stand up and start walking over towards Anari. I need both of you to make perception checks Melicroft with disadvantage because it's dark, and I don't believe you have night vision.
I don't.
You being an Eladrin, you definitely have night vision, right?
I felt that.
Oh, it's perception, so.
Nope.
Well, that's perception, so.
So it's even worse than I rolled.
Yikes.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's going to be a big 3.
I
sure do.
sure do.
He's like, very well. You watch Callan walk up over to her, but in this dark, there is moonlight that shines through some of the stained glass and busted up stained glass windows of this church, but it's not really enough. Especially being in the Undercity, you don't have direct moonlight. You're getting sort of secondhand moonlight from the water falling. So it gets pretty dark at night. You see him walking over, but you can't derive any sort of intent. Caehanna.
6.
Oh my god.
Similar.
My 11 is just killing it, guys.
Similarly, you see Callan walking over, but with the way the night has gone so far, you don't know if he's just stoned or if he's finally sobering up and he's trying to go and lay next to her. You don't know their history,
Right.
but you see him walk over. Callan,
Yeah.
with the rest of your party that is awake, unable to see the dagger in your hand, I need you to make an attack roll against the Nari.
Okay.
And this would be with advantage because she is prone.
Laying down some automatic crit when he hits.
Oh, I hit you.
Just stack
Yeah, he hit me.
16 plus.
I got one leg up.
Oh, and also everybody, your miniatures are on the table right here.
So Dex.
If you haven't picked it up already.
So this is I'm still proficient in it. So 20.
20 to hit.
30, 20.
That definitely hits.
Okay.
I need you to roll damage. And while you're doing this,
Okay.
Anari, you obviously spark awake
Yeah, with that. Okay. Can I?
with a familiar pain of being awoken by this particular weapon.
6 points of damage to you.
So, as this happens, Callan, you're standing over Anari. Anari, you now jolt awake with the pain of this dagger, this familiar blade, being stabbed into you.
Is
do
it
you
still
do?
in me, or did he just?
It was a weapon attack, so he stabbed.
Okay, so he's
and
still holding it, okay.
you get the intent when you wake up that he's about to stab again. What do you do?
So I'm instantly going to I guess not roar is the best way, but growl.
Like loudly?
Huh?
Like trying to be loud or
Oh yeah,
intimidating? Or
hardcore.
what are your
loud.
intentions? Are you trying to alert others or scare him off or just more of a reaction?
More of a reaction. So this is more of a to being stabbed, like instead of a ow, I do a roar. That's what I would do if I were So yeah, which will probably wake everybody up. Like I'm not being quiet about it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. So
And then I'll probably attack, honestly.
yeah, so as you wake up and growl like this, everyone else who's asleep, I need you to make a perception check. See if you wake up here.
Did you say please fail?
Yep.
It's gonna be
Oh my god.
He took drugs to go to sleep. He's out.
what's the total?
That Ambien is working real hard.
Have a plus on.
Oh, I got a natural 20.
I like to think I'm passed out in the pews with my leg like I'm the one.
Okay. You've worked way too hard today, man.
I'm exhausted.
After hearing the growl, Melcrop's coming.
I'm
to
gonna
investigate.
say, as soon as I hear that growl, I'm right there next to her. 19. I'm gonna be running towards you.
Just know she is ready to attack him.
So this way,
Okay, we're ready
anyone
to
who
attack
rolled over a 5, there was a pretty easy check here. Anyone who rolled over a 5 is alerted and awoken to this. However, there will be one round before the rest of you are able to join in. So first, just to get an idea for initiative, I need Callan and Anari to roll initiative quick.
It's 12 for me.
Okay.
It's not gonna be high. That's 3. I rolled a 1. She was hurt, so I guess it does make sense.
Yeah. So Callan,
Yeah.
you look at Inari, who growls back at you, and you rolled a 12.
Yeah.
What do you do?
So my intention is to kill her.
Your intention is to rid her from this world.
Be gone, demon.
Okay.
Okay.
I love you. Just.
It's okay.
It's like pull a grog here, maybe rage.
Yeah. So as he stands, right? Because what is the dagger saying to me? I guess, right in this moment.
Right now,
Do you have some 6s?
right now, nothing.
Okay.
In your head, you just get the feeling that you need to attack her. You need to
6.
kill her. She's the reason why you're unable to rage and be who you truly are. It's all her fault.
Okay. So I will go into my rage, if I can.
So, everyone else who's awake, sorry, Cornelius, everyone who's awake and alerted to this looks over and sees Cornelius double and triple in, Callan double and triple in size, and you see his wrist start to bleed slightly and drip down his
Okay.
hands, dripping down the blade.
I take 1 point of damage. So, like, as he transforms, he grows, and the ground's kind of is the ground stone around him. So it kind of starts to crack from the weight and the pressure, and he grows, and he just everything grows with him. So I don't know how big is the dagger? Like,
The
like
dagger
dagger,
is
or like combat knife, or
typical sort of like army knife style dagger.
so, okay.
probably
So
like,
then it grows.
like 6 to 8 inches.
It grows with me because everything grows.
Now it's
So
like a sword.
it's like a short sword. And I will just is she still within reach of me? I will.
She's still on the ground. She hasn't moved.
I will just
I
and
haven't
then
moved.
pick her up
You didn't
with
move.
me.
Oh, I mean, I guess in my head,
You-
I went to.
Yeah, you
attack.
moved up, but since your initiative
You're
was
not
under,
prone
you
anymore.
haven't
I'm
had the
still
chance
prone.
to move yet.
I'm just. Okay.
So I
Unfortunately,
will,
you haven't had the chance to move yet because of your natural one.
and then I will pick her up by the throat, and then. But that's my grapple, so it's a grapple check. Roll athletics or acrobatics. Well, I get advantage of those.
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
All right.
Second.
That was easy.
It is
Trying to get some sleep.
Is it acrobatics or athletics?
12.
This dream
is
fucking nuts.
21.
Oh, so I do not grab her.
I rolled a 21.
I rolled a 12.
Yeah. So, Inari, describe how you block him. He's reaching down to grab at your throat. And describe how you block him, and then it'll be your turn next. So kind of go into what you do.
Does it have to be a block, or can it kind of be like
Whatever
a
you want to do.
dodge?
However you
Okay.
got, like however
So
you
she
evade the grapple.
probably would have tried to like use her tails to like throw off his vision. So she'll like whip her tails around in his face to like kind of throw him off, and then she'll swoop up and then like go into prone, like
All
feet,
fours?
hands and feet, all fours, like. And now her tails
like,
are kind of flashing in
flip
front
up,
of him.
yeah.
Think of it like a peacock,
Yeah.
but with my tails. And so she's slowly, you're going to see her through this be morphing. So her hands are turning more into claws, her feet are elongating, her snout's going, and you can start to see her like the drool and growling is coming in.
All right, Inari, it's your turn.
Okay. So now I am going to do my what's it called? It's not meta magic that I can do. The quicken. So I'm going to use 2 of my sorcerer to quicken.
Okay.
So I can do 2 attacks. So the first one I'm going to do is going to be Sacred Flame. So it's a 1d8. If you succeed a dexterity saving throw. Do a dexterity saving throw.
That's 2.
He's like, oh no, I failed. I didn't want to fail this. Oh no.
I have advantage on dexterity saving throws. 15.
Dang.
Why is it advantage on dexterity saving?
Danger sense.
Danger.
Spidey sense.
Danger.
You said you were just continually lighting up, though, right?
Yeah.
It would not be with
Oh, so-
advantage, then it would
So
be
then it would
normal
be you. So 4.
So you failed.
because the glow cap causes you to have disadvantage
You're
on
right.
dexterity
That is right.
checks and saving throws. Okay, that's what you get for being into drugs.
Well, you know.
Well, let that be a
You
lesson.
can't kill your friends effectively.
Alright, so.
Don't try and kill your friends if you're on drugs.
So this is a flame-like radiance.
That's dope.
So, let's see. You're gonna get 5 points of radiant damage, and as she does this, her radiant damage, all of her flame-like is all black. So she's gonna growl and she's gonna chunk it at you.
Okay.
So
And as she does this, Inari, you're still getting used to not being as powerful as you were, so you're expecting this to blow him through the ceiling, and you're just still painful, but not what you're used to.
She's just gonna and so she's gonna be even more frustrated, and then that's when she's gonna do her scorching ray at you, and then this is a
3 attacks.
yes, these are 3 spell attacks. Can I have your d6, your 20s?
Do you want the light up?
Sure.
Just say she can both of them.
So what's it like to hit you? What do you?
14,
spell.
but you gotta add your spell attack.
Okay, spell attack. So there's a 17, a 15. That one's gonna miss.
So you can't cast 2 spells.
Well, I did the quicken.
Quicken allows you to make that spell your bonus action. So you can't have. So you can do 2 spells essentially, but you can't do 2 like you can't do 3 spells. Is what I'm saying. Does that make sense?
Well, it's
So when you do a quicken spell, you can cast a spell that has a casting time of 1 action. You can expend 2 sorcery points, and then that changes the casting time to a bonus action. So you can do that as your bonus action, but then now you can also do a spell as your action, but that would be a total of 2.
Yeah, so she's
Right.
doing.
this is 2 attacks.
She's
Got it.
doing.
I think I heard him say 3, so that's why I was.
So
it's 3 rays.
Scorching ray is
Scorching
3.
ray is 3 rays.
Okay.
So that's why I rolled for 3.
Okay.
But it's technically
Just
1
clarifying.
spell.
Well, I was wondering what the flame thing was.
Sacred Flame.
That was her
Sacred
sacred
flame.
flame, and then scorching
Cantrip.
ray.
Cantrip. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and so I've got 2 for you, and so scorching ray is 2d6 fire damage. So I've got 4 of these. And again, the flames are fire, and so these are going to come from my tails. So they're going to go from my tails, and they're black flames.
Who let the beholder in here?
All the flavor.
So 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 points of damage from this. And then at the very end, she's just pissed. And so she's slowly morphing more and more into like this big fox. And she's still slightly humanoid, but you're seeing her head now start to turn more into a fox shape. And she's just...
Everyone else. I need everyone else who's awake to roll initiative.
Woo! Woo!
Did that auto-populate for you? I rolled it via D&D Beyond.
I don't have it pulled up, but
He
it
got
might.
it.
Oh, it did.
Oh, it just showed me it too.
What?
Yeah.
You can roll on D&D on
Oh,
16 for Melicroft.
it was 16. Sorry, it also pulled up from the
Yeah,
14th, the
previous.
last time we played, and there was a 1 for divine favor damage. So I was like, it's like it pulled up for me on that one too. But yeah, so yeah, 16. It pulled up for me.
Previous.
Cool.
We've added 11 points of damage.
Okay. Anyone roll over 20?
I rolled a 20.
I'm still sleeping.
No, you're still asleep. We'll have you roll another,
That's what I'm talking about.
another deep sleep check at the end of the round if it goes that long.
Another REM cycle.
Work what?
Dirty 20.
Oh, there we go. There's one.
All right. Anyone roll besides Melicroft 15 to 19?
I got a 16.
In Sacred Place.
Okay. What's your dexterity score?
My dice.
I guarantee it's hard mine.
Even or +1.
+1.
Plus 1. Yeah. Okay, so you'll go first.
Bad. Yeah, sorry, I didn't know how he was gonna. No, it's okay. Yeah.
Anyone else roll 15 to 19? All right. 10 to 15. 11 for Levi.
I don't get to roll again.
And then under 10, what'd you get?
8.
It's not nice when people hurt you in your sleep. Thank you.
Why does everyone want to fight?
sleeping?
Yeah, he's still.
Oh yeah.
He'll be able to roll another wake the fuck up check at the end of the round.
If he sleeps through this whole fucking thing.
It might.
It's so on brand.
Loving it.
So,
What happened, guys?
so Feria,
Yes.
as you hear this original growl, and then you look up and you see Callan try to lift her and grab her up, and she dodges, swirls her tails, and then a bunch of black flames comes throwing at him. Something's happening. You're not sure what. You just woke up, but you see Caehanna. You see Callan. There's like 3 C names. I gotta get used to this. You see Callan and Anari brawling,
Going
fighting.
after it, yeah.
She looks pissed. What do you do?
So I imagine she's in the loft. So she probably would.
Oh, you're in the loft.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Not you, me. I'm in the loft, so I'm gonna get up and swing down one of the poles
Cool.
and land, and I'd probably just attempt to get in between. Just try and break it up.
How high up is the loft? It's like 2nd or 3rd story, or
Yeah, it's
how
like
high?
I'd say it's on the 2nd floor, so I don't know if I can get all the way there to them, but I'd get as close as I can.
Yeah,
Probably.
Just drop down.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, probably pretty close. You can use your broken ass wings if you want to try to help you out.
Great. Yeah, so I'd jump off, swing down, and then get in between and probably try and push apart as much as I can. I don't know if I'd attack. Just be like, what the fuck is going on? What?
Callan is also like 14 feet tall.
Yeah.
Are you,
Pushing on his thigh.
Feria? Are you using an action here, or are you holding your action?
I'll hold my action.
What do you want it to trigger, and what action do you want to hold?
I'll have a hand on like one of my arrows, and then I've got the quiver on me too. Or
Okay,
something
so
to-
like gonna attack.
yeah, if I need to, yeah.
Okay, what's the trigger?
Me getting hit with something.
Okay.
Someone attacks me.
Somebody attacks
I,
me.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah, you guys
we
can
can
keep
keep
going.
attacking each
Yeah, you
other.
guys keep
Me.
going.
Oh yeah, you guys can hit each other, but
Okay, so Caehanna, you watch this skeletal winged, cracked faced woman that you met a few days ago just fly down from the top ropes and just like superhero land in between, and she's like, no. And then you watch her like go to grab for one of her arrows. What do you do?
well,
Melicroft, you're up next.
yeah. I am going. Well, I'm not far from Inari, probably like 5-10 feet away,
Right.
and so I run.
And yet you still couldn't see Callan.
Yeah, but bad roll, okay?
She got a broken wing, you got broken eyes.
So I'm gonna run, and I'm gonna stand in front of Inari, and I'm gonna take my greatsword out, and I'm going to attack Callan.
Anari?
Oh, I was about. I was like, geez,
Yeah,
let's
she's
go.
I
protective
said I
of you.
stand in front of Inari, and I take my greatsword out.
So you're
And
gonna
my
defend
back,
me?
my back
Okay. In
Like
front of me.
blocking.
is in front of me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You're in front of me standing. Yes.
Yeah. So, as you slide over there and you go to grab your greatsword and attack at Callan, you look at Callan in this hulking form, and he's looking down, and it's as if you didn't even get in his peripheral. He's just staring right at Inari, like almost drooling with like anger and just like uncontrol of his emotions right now, just staring at Inari. Make your attack.
I will say that Callan is probably like he's angry, but it's almost a calm angry because this is not of his own volition. So
No,
and you can
feel-
kind of
feel
see
your face.
you can kind of see the blood start going down, and like he's been burned now, but like there is holes in his hands, and he's looking down at all of y'all because you're all really short. But it is definitely not like you don't even exist,
Yeah.
and he's kind of got this like blue haze over his eyes.
So the dagger, are you holding it like this, or is it
Oh, the now short sword is just down to his side. He's standing like he's not in a combat stance. He's just
okay?
at the moment.
So I'll roll to attack. I'm gonna try and hit the dagger out of his hands.
Okay, it's gonna be a little higher to hit.
That's fine.
Okay.
But basically, that's okay. Well, fingers crossed, guys. Fingers crossed. Natural 20.
Fuck yeah.
Dina wants you to hurt me.
All right,
Hell yes.
Callan,
Yeah.
you look like you're looking at Inari, and you feel your hand. I need you to roll damage, by the way.
Okay.
You feel your hand sting with pain. And what's your total?
6.
So 3.
6 damage. 2d6 plus 3.
Okay. So what did you roll?
She rolled a 3.
I rolled a 3.
So that'd be 6.
Mm-hmm.
So 12.
Oh.
Remember?
Oh,
it's
As a reminder from our session
Yes.
0, the way I'm going to do is your
Double.
total number
And then
number is doubled. But remember, it sounds dope. Bad guys get this too.
Yeah.
I may change this later as you guys get more powerful back to how I did it before.
Mm-hmm.
But for now, I want criticals to be badass for everybody. So
Okay.
yeah, your total number rolled, doubled, including your modifiers.
Okay, so 12.
12.
12. Yes.
Okay.
So
which
Callan.
means 6.
6 points of damage.
Yeah. However, because of the accuracy of Caehanna just slicing right through, you feel a different kind of pain. Your hand sears with pain, but the dagger is cut from your hand and it falls. And as it does, you look at Inari and you look down at Caehanna with a bloody sword, and this pit of sorrow and sadness and loss overcomes you. And you look down at the dagger, and God, you want that back.
Is there a wisdom saving throw to decide?
Maybe on your turn.
Okay.
Melicroft. You watch Caehanna slice this out of his hand. The dagger falls.
Ching, 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 ching.
And Callan, you are up next.
Okay.
I'm stomping up. Would picking up the dagger be an action, or is that like a free action?
It'll be a free action.
Don't.
I'm picking up the dagger, and I'm casting Shield of Faith on an arm.
Before you, what do you do first?
Do we not see that?
I'm casting, as I'm running up, I'm casting Shield of Faith on Inari.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh my god, if this dagger passes to Melicroft, we have some fucking problems.
Pick it up.
So you've got a +2 to AC.
Thank you.
And then wisdom saving throw? Okay.
You're just taking it out.
Yeah, that's a natural 1.
Oh my god. Hopefully dagger doesn't like you.
What is your wisdom? What is your wisdom score?
Completely good.
It
Like
is
your
a
modifier.
-1.
0. I didn't know it was possible, but apparently it is.
Well, I was just curious because I do have the rule of all critical successes and fails count for a success or a fail. But even if you would have rolled, you still wouldn't have had the DC for the save. Yeah, you pick up the dagger, and as soon as you do, Callan, you don't feel sad anymore. You feel surprised, confused. You don't remember why you decided to go and stab your friend, but you feel shitty about it.
This one.
Melicroft. In the midst of battle, in the 6-second turn, as you cast Shield of Faith and you pick up this dagger, your whole world turns red. You guys watch the light blue haze of Melicroft's eyes turn to this maroon backlit red. And the killbot has been engaged.
So irritated.
And we can't fucking hit
Yeah,
him!
why the fuck would you do that?
No.
I thought it was bound to him.
Did you not see it bound to her?
The blade,
His immediate
it
thought
did
was
like
get the
us.
dagger away from
Don't
him.
fault a man for playing with his character.
blade
His
can
character's
choose.
dumb.
Dude, yeah, he is.
Oh, if Blake can choose, he chose the 2 best ones, I think.
And Melicroft, as you pick this up and you see red, there's a voice that creeps into your head, that echoes through the chambers of your hollowed body. And it says, kill. Do not forgive. Callan,
Yeah.
it is your turn.
So,
This initiative.
coming to realization and feeling the pain in my hands. And
Your hand is fucked up. it
and
ain't
then
good.
so can I make the connection that the dagger is what started this? Okay.
Yeah, done.
It's stoned out of your mind. I mean,
And I'll look and I'll see it in Melicroft's hand. And just... Fuck. And I will barrel rush you and try and pin you to the wall with a grapple.
Okay.
So, like, I will try and, like... Because I'm now bigger than him, I'll kind of, like... Just try and both hands up to the wall and pin him to it.
It's going to be a contested strength check between both of you. I believe you have advantage, Callan, in your
I do.
big-ass boy form.
That is a dirty 20 for me. Dirty 20, no, 22.
Figure out what your strength is. Go from there.
It's athletics. 22.
22.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that's a 21.
No.
So, yeah, Callan, you just throw him up into the wall. And Melicroft has never looked so small in his since you've known him.
And then,
Yeah,
so
what else are you doing here?
the only other thing I can do is, I can say, "Boss, it's the dagger," and then try and like move his hand so that like his body is here, and so his
Like,
arm
grab
comes
his
out like this.
dagger hand?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely are able to do that with your dominating strength check. So, Melicroft, you're pinned up against your arm is like pinned back by this Goliath hulking person. Levi and Isadora.
I feel like Isadora's over there with some popcorn.
What? So I'm just gonna look at all this entire scenario and be like, who the fuck are these people?
You're no friends.
But hearing Callan, I'm going to do a grit shot and try and do a disarming shot on you to drop the dagger.
Nice.
I love it when a person was able to do that stuff.
No. That's a 10.
At least it wasn't a 1. You didn't hit me. So.
If it was a 1, his gun would have busted.
He would have hit himself that way.
Misfire.
Completely missed. I'm like, well, shit. Okay.
All right, Levi, are you moving or doing anything else, or are you just trying to take that shot and...
No, I was just
Wasn't
taking
able
that
to do
shot
so.
because that's
Okay.
the only thing I thought of in the moment.
All right, Isadora, you're up.
Okay.
You see all of this shit happening very quickly.
So I'm gonna first, before I do my spell, I'm gonna cast dancing lights just so more people can maybe see what's happening, and it's gonna look like what a disco ball looks like with like the lights spinning in a circle.
I think that's the most Fey thing I've ever heard.
That's the dancing lights.
Murder on
That's
the
gonna
dance floor.
happen. Yeah. So there, and then I'm gonna do chill
Somewhere.
touch on Melicroft.
I'll tell you.
Chill, bro.
I don't know if that's his.
I'm gonna try and do chill touch on Melicroft.
Is it in the hand?
I don't know if we're still doing it anymore.
God damn it. 11. I don't think it hits.
With his
On
22.
Melicroft?
20, yeah, no.
No.
Yeah.
You have to double that to hit Melicroft.
Yeah.
But everyone can now see.
Yeah.
He is restrained. So if you had a
That's
spell
good.
attack,
Eyes are closed.
Well, all of you who've made any sort of attack have had some sort of ability to see, whether it be, a racial trait or not. But now you can all see with no issues, even from across the room. If he were to wake up. So Isadora, Anari,
Okay.
things have changed. The other big boy now has the dagger.
He does, yeah. So Anari is still in her version of a rage. I mean, obviously not your fun attributes to it, but she's still very angry. So she doesn't know who to kiss the disco lights. Oh my goodness. So at this point, she's kind of still in attack mode, and so she's gonna see you, and she's gonna attack you.
me or Belka?
No, him.
Don't be apologetic.
Are we the top?
I
And
can
so
do.
what she's gonna do,
She's
she's gonna
swagger out here.
do.
Just wondering what my rule is.
Yeah.
Can you remind me? Are we doing the cantrip as a bonus action? All
Yeah.
cantrips. Okay.
But with something like
Yes.
Eldritch Blast, like you can
Unless
only do
it's a
it at, like,
scalable cantrip, yes.
Okay. So then I'm gonna.
So you can do it at cantrip level, but if it's a cantrip that you can scale because of your abilities, then you have to do it as a cantrip. You can't do like a cantrip as like a 4th or 5th level spell. I don't think that'll apply to you. I think you're doing it for your Magic Initiate Warlock Eldritch Blast. Is that what you're doing?
No, I'm gonna do Mind Sliver right now. So I'm gonna do a Mind Sliver on you. So you,
That sounds cool.
yeah.
Sliver your mind.
So she's gonna use, like again, she's gonna use her tail. So this is gonna, and she's gonna do like this kind of like weird, like think of it like a like hypnosis kind of style with her tails, kind of going these little swirls. And
That's cool.
In rhythm with the beats.
yeah, with the beat, yeah, on beat to the music going on.
Is that intelligence?
It is intelligence. So you're gonna make an intelligence.
Here we
check.
go.
Damn it! Seriously?
That'll be a 16.
Okay, well,
Seriously.
yeah, you beat my DC.
Wait,
I just
hold on.
realized how many of Melikrov's scores are -1s.
He's
So
really
does he
only
take,
good at
he
one.
doesn't take half, then he doesn't take it at all.
Yeah.
Actually, something bad.
So he just succeeds.
Yeah, he just succeeds.
Magic
Okay,
kill-alls,
so
they start
nothing
like,
happens to
what
you.
happened to Miller?
But that was a cantrip.
Everybody murdered everyone. Melicroft was
So then
I don't know anything about the guy, but he was
I'm going to do. That was one cantrip. The next one I'm going to do is I'm going to do another. No, not for you. I'm just going to do a shield. So it's going to be an invisible barrier.
It's a reaction.
That's a reaction, isn't it?
Oh,
You have to be.
You do that in reaction to something else, maybe.
okay. I'm learning. I'm sorry.
No, it's cool. I mean, that's a great one to keep on deck.
Yeah,
Remember, you
yeah.
have shield.
+5 to your AC.
Instant buff boy.
If you want to be told about it,
You can do shield and then still almost get to Melikrov's AC.
Okay. Well then, I guess we're just gonna do 2 cantrips. So I'm gonna do Toll the Dead. So do a Wisdom saving throw.
So the
It even skipped over the other die.
I did. I chose another one, and I still rolled a 16.
So nothing happens.
You rolled 2 is all that.
17 and a 17.
The kill bot is activated.
Standard's a way better ally to you than.
Well, not an enchilada happens. Next.
Cornelius, please make a perception check.
8.
He's awake.
Finally wake up.
Oh my god. Oh no. Still fucking
Was it a
asleep.
10?
When you do the same check twice, the DC gets higher.
I thought
So Cornelius is still sleeping away.
he's having a dream of battle.
Yeah, in his dream, you're
I'm currently, like, to be honest with you, I'm fondling that giant bag of gold.
like you're fondling the bag of gold while there's like a battle going on behind you, and you're like, not my problem.
You quiet down there, I can't count with all that noise.
Feria, you watch Anari try to influence Melikrov's mind with her tails, and he just like shakes it off. You look over and see Cornelius kicking in his sleep, like, no, darling, no. What do you do?
I'm gonna shout, "Hold me down after I get it," and then I'm gonna go to try and take it out of his hand.
It's just gonna pass it around. Pass it around,
It's
guys.
better in my hand than
That's
his.
true,
You guys
true.
can hold me down.
Yeah,
you
that's
can't
fair.
hold him down.
That's fair.
Go ahead.
What do I do? What am I rolling?
What you're trying to jump?
I'm
and
trying to
grab it?
take the dagger from his. So Callan
That's gonna be a
has-
strength. That's a contested strength check to see if you can pull it out of his hand. Callan's got his hand pushed there, but you still got to get it out of his hand,
I'm gonna
which
try
is
and-
tough because he's holding the handle part.
So
of it.
let me shift it. I'm gonna try and get my fingers between his thumb and like where he's holding it and pry it. I know it's
And so it'll drop,
So
and
it'll
no
drop.
one else will
Yeah.
grab it.
Yeah, don't grab it.
That's not what she said she was gonna do.
I mean, no, I'll
Just
still try and
changing
grab
it.
it. Like,
Oh
I'm
my
still-
God.
I'm sorry, but that's what she was like.
Why don't you guys get it on the ground? Then
Ready?
when I wake up, you'll be like,
Am I ready? Are you ready?
That's a 20.
Oh.
It's not a DC check. It's contested.
Oh yeah. Right.
Oh, okay.
Now he has.
I'll roll at 17.
God, roll a 17. Is that wisdom?
14?
With your what?
What is it, you
Wizard,
fucker? Is it 21?
It's 18.
Oh, good. Yay!
Okay.
She's still rolling.
But still bound to him.
Oh,
No, she got 20.
It was a 20.
So it's on the ground or in your hand?
Are you proficient in strength?
I've got a +2. It was a dirty 20. I rolled an 18.
That's fine. Never mind. Go ahead.
Let it drop.
She's holding.
You already know.
I said hold me down after I grab it. Like
God.
they can hold me down though. No one else take it.
Melicroft, you hold on to this dagger and you just feel like your index finger and thumb sort of like pry open and just sort of a creaking sound as you're able to grab the dagger.
This name is the reason why they needed me to head up the ground.
Yeah, I see why.
You're sleeping.
Hey, hard work takes time to get.
Do I roll a wisdom save or?
Do you pick it up?
Yeah, I've got
Yeah,
it.
she sure does.
She of course does.
I sure did.
There's that familiar voice. And in your head, you hear, no.
Okay, good. That's good.
You better got a bag of holding to shove that into.
I'm trying to get as far away from him as possible.
Okay?
Yes.
Melicroft,
Yes.
everything in your being is saying, get the dagger back. And anyone and anything in your way is just an obstacle. Caehanna.
Okay.
Feria's running away with the dagger. Rejected. Melicroft, you're up next.
Shit.
Okay. I'm going to turn around, check on Inari. Like, are you okay?
She can't answer.
She'll just
You
go.
can say no, you can no, whatever.
No, you know,
that's
wise. She'll just say yes.
Okay.
Just.
When a fairy has a dagger, what am I to do?
Knock him out.
I guess I'll hold my action.
Okay.
To see, I'll keep my eyes on Melicroft just in case, like both of them, because I know that she has dagger 4 and that she can go feral. And then I just saw him.
She can go feral.
And I just saw him go crazy with the dagger.
For me.
So I'm just gonna stay where I'm at, hold my action, just in case either one of them like lunge or attack somebody else, and then I will
Okay.
attack him. Whoever
Okay.
attacks.
Cool. So you're gonna hold your attack action in case he pursues and
Yeah.
makes chase? Okay.
Yes.
Melicroft.
So, in my mind's eye, weapons weren't out because it was Callan, so the weapons are still on my back, so I'm just gonna punch Callan in the face with my free arm.
You're neither arm or free. You're restrained against the like.
Are
So
both of them?
Like that was.
I thought you were holding my body, my
No, like, so
both of my
You said
arms
you were
are
holding
dead.
him by the neck and then by his
Oh,
hand.
I meant by both
He
arms.
moved his arm. Like he
So I
pushed him
moved
up
his
against the wall
arm
and
to
moved his
left.
arm
But I mean, I can go by throat and arm, and that's fine.
Well, either way, he can make an unarmed
Yeah.
strike with
Okay.
like a headbutt if you have both of his arms. Like whatever you don't have, he has something to
Okay.
hit you with. Like,
Yeah, I guess I head back.
You have his arms, he can headbutt. If you
Goes
have his
ahead.
head and arm, he can
I like the idea of headbutting his way out of it though.
Yeah. Kick it.
At least he's.
Oh, well, yeah.
It is a disadvantage, though. It's a grapple.
I'm grappled, so it's disadvantage,
We're
right?
running circles.
It's disadvantage, right?
Because he's grappled.
He's grappled.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think, disadvantage because you're
It's okay. He's rolling fine anyways.
Golly. Yeah, that's gonna be a 16.
That still hits. I don't have a high AC.
That's a flat 5 damage to you.
Okay.
And that would be bludgeoning,
So-
I assume, so. That's,
So 2 damage.
Okay. He is not able to. He elects to take an attack action, so he's not trying to break free. But he butts you in the head or punches, whatever's free. Callan, it is your turn. And then Levi, you're on deck here. It is still a disco. Regardless of how serious this fight
Good
is,
wisdom.
it is a party. We are
Just want to take damage.
I'm gonna take extra damage.
Extra damage, double damage.
So, having Melicroft like take the headbutt, and I'll be like, "Let's do this."
These are some really smart dudes. Just
The
3 strikes is a lot of fun.
on their neck.
Yeah, it's like
oh my goodness.
So it's a to hit is a 23.
Yes, that hits him.
So that
Barely.
is 3 damage to him.
3 damage.
3.
I just see a little.
Oh, +2. Plus.
Plus 2.
Well, hold on. Plus my rage
damage.
damage. Which I didn't add to you, by the
I'm
way.
at 3.
Hold on.
25 total.
5 total.
5 total, yeah.
Well, you forgot. I'm changing it now.
That's right. Yeah, plus 2.
Oh, okay.
Plus 2 more.
Yeah.
I already updated.
He did it. Okay. So yeah.
Just because you weren't here, I didn't know she was doing it.
Oh, that's great.
So yeah, 5 damage. We're doing it. We headbutted each other.
It was literally that scene from a movie where someone headbutts and the guy's like, whoa.
Clang.
Let's do this.
Right, I know I'm not you. Alright. Anything else, Callan? Technically still have movement and a bonus action if you want to do anything besides headbutt.
He's still grappled, so I don't want to lose that.
Yeah. You don't have to. You're in a good spot keeping it grappled.
Yeah.
I like that song.
No, I'll just keep him. I'll keep him grappled, and I'll just say snap out of it. It's like just gonna like snap out of it.
Sorry. I was enjoying that. I was enjoying the disco music and then this changed. Instrumental funk. It's gotta be good, right? It is. Alright.
As a bass player, he definitely likes it.
I know this is actually just Melicroft's playlist. Levi and Isadora. Okay.
Just Melicroft walking the streets of New City.
Feria like started to run and then she just kind of like.
This stream is getting
Soft funk is emanating from it. That's his anger music. It's just funk. Echoing from inside of him.
I mean, I like this song. It's like, you got the minute.
I'm gonna look at Melicroft and be like, I can't fucking shoot him. He's too nice. I'm just gonna go sit down and hold my action.
Oh my
So
god.
something. Yeah. What am I gonna do? He's pinned up against a wall, fighting a giant. I can't do shit. I'm gonna hold an action until he breaks out, then I'll try and shoot him.
Okay, so similar to Caehanna, you're holding your action until he breaks out and then it's just smack down. Okay. Isadora and then Anari.
Okay. Alright, I'm going to. This is going to be dicey because. Fucking. Your AC is so damn high.
Yeah, I know.
I'm going to try and do Ray of Enfeeblement on Melicroft.
Okay. Is that a spell attack?
God damn it! It didn't work, yeah.
What?
It was gonna make his like strength-based attacks half, which that sucks. So instead, I will try and do. I'm gonna do Chill Touch, but I'm gonna do it on the dagger. Yeah. So my little skeletal ghostly hand is gonna and try and do Chill Touch.
Okay.
I don't know. 14?
Wait, which dagger?
That dagger.
She's running away.
Yeah, I have 120 feet.
Okay, so you're just trying.
It's the skeletal hand that goes and.
So you're just trying to catch her. Oh, sorry, I was making sure.
Sorry,
so
I'm
you're
just trying to grab
her.
the dagger. I don't want to touch her. I want to grab the dagger.
Okay.
So it's a 14.
To hit?
Yes.
What is your AC?
14.
So, if you were just trying to hit her with it, you'd be able to do so. Since you're trying to select a specific target, the AC is a little higher. So we'll say that you're not able to get it, but Feria, you do notice that, like, that got thrown at you. But it doesn't hit you because she was going for the dagger.
Yeah.
So she just missed it as you were like running. It was hard to hit.
Okay.
That was meant for the dagger.
Why?
Just to come.
Yeah.
Do I have to explain why?
No. That's just what she shot. Like, I have the dagger. Why are you trying to take it?
Anari.
Okay, so Anari is going to yell at you and say,
Drop the dagger.
and then minor illusion, the dragger falling to the floor. And I'm on you, ideally. Like, that's what I minor illusion for him to see.
Yeah. Yeah, you can definitely do that.
Smart.
So you have to make an intelligence
Good.
roll to see if you are not fooled. Is what it says here. I
Okay.
guess.
Yeah,
let me
that
just
makes
make
sense.
sure that's what it.
I didn't realize that was part of the spell. I was gonna have you
If a
roll
creature uses
deception.
an action to examine the sound, so you technically have to decide if you want to do that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Inari, make a deception check with advantage to see whether or not it looks believable.
And I have somebody.
And what am I using for that? Insight?
Technically, it's intelligence.
I mean-
my thing here, but it's if your person thinks to think it's wrong.
Yeah.
Like,
So
you have to really.
yeah, you wouldn't know that necessarily it's. We're just gonna do it a flat DC,
Okay.
and we'll say the DC is like 12 because it's not that hard to fake
Intelligence?
Ooh, nat 20.
Yes.
No, for her deception.
Oh, okay.
So she was just trying to make it. look
Okay, got
like
it,
that.
got
Just trying to make it look
So-
like
Yeah, I
I
caught
understand.
that.
If for some reason, because she just rolled a natural 20, it looked very believable. But if for some reason you're like, that still doesn't look right, then you can roll an insight check.
Okay.
And you
Yeah,
have
you
to
were
beat that roll.
for sure
But-
deceived.
But as far as what it looked like, it didn't look suspicious or anything. So,
You think she dropped the dagger,
Very nice.
okay.
and then
Cool.
I'm going to then just hold an attack against him.
You just used your action.
That's a cantrip, isn't it?
minor illusion.
Yeah. Let me.
But didn't you try? No, that was Isadora that tried to
Yeah.
throw that.
Yeah.
You can still hold.
So I want to hold an attack, which is if if in my head he realizes that that is not real and starts going after her some more.
Okay, so now we have Caehanna, Levi, and Inari holding action if Melicroft breaks free and runs to just
You're gonna get-
throw shit.
Well, mine specifically towards you.
Y'all are all down my ability here. Do one thing.
Cornelius,
We're all just back.
gone up again.
Come on, Cornelius, wake up.
15 is the
I don't
number.
think I'm gonna do
15 is the number. Come on.
10.
Cornelius is
11 minus
still
1.
asleep.
I'm about to go whack your head.
Listen, if I had gotten up, I would have just gone over to the fake dagger and be like, why are we leaving this here?
All right. Perfect. Feria, as you're running away, that dagger is getting hot in your hand as you hear repeated in your head, "No, take me back." And your hand starts to heat up. Do you continue to hold on?
I'm gonna try and put it somewhere that it's not touching my skin, like
In a bag.
yeah, like in a bag or something, like so it's not touching me.
Yeah, you put it in your bag, and your body is itching with this pain.
I'm just gonna keep going.
You're a true warrior.
You take 7 points of psychic damage as you feel like your body like rejecting. This dagger has already been attuned to you.
I know.
It knows you. Caehanna,
Take a bite.
do you continue? You can continue to keep your held action if you want, or is there anything else you want to do?
I'm sorry. I just wanted to give you some intention of where I'm going so you can give distance on it. I'm trying to get out the door and I'm trying to get to the roof to hide.
Okay.
So that if he does get away, he can't find me.
Okay.
So you know. Cool.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, I'll continue to hold my action.
All right, Melicroft.
I'll come after you.
The last course of action didn't work, so I'm gonna try and break free.
Okay.
Please don't do that.
Son of a bitch. Contested strength.
This is 17.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're trying to break out.
22. 21.
19.
You are still restrained.
An unstoppable force meets an immovable object.
There you go.
Joy this.
I imagine that like I'm like cracking the wall every
It's gonna
time he
be a
tries.
Visual.
Oh,
There's
no.
like two giant beings just like
Yeah. Like,
Oh yeah.
And then us trying to woo woo.
Yeah.
We're missing the whole time. We can't move, but we're all missing.
We're all missing.
Callan in the back of his head, like, every time he sees these spells just impact the wall, he's just like, thank fuck, thank fuck, thank fuck.
I mean, honestly, in my head, I'm thinking we should give a dagger to you. That way you get up and you can just take off the hat.
Oh.
Well, you're asleep, so you don't. I love that.
Like, try to
That's
stab
if
us
the
now.
dagger. That's
Little
if
boy.
the dagger attunes to him. It's rejecting me currently. So yeah.
Dagger would be like,
He got big boy. He
Yes,
doesn't
we
want
do.
anybody else.
He's got 2 big boys to choose from.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. So Millicroft, you failed to break free of Callan's grip. Callan, you're up. You still have him restrained. Is there anything else you're trying to do? Are you trying to get him unconscious, or are you trying to hold him here? What's the plan?
How bad? I mean, is he still like lit up red and is fighting?
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
Oh, yeah. The farther that gets away from him, the like you can just feel the vibrating tension.
In my rage still, I look at him and like match the anger and look down at his leg and look up and go, sorry man, and just try while holding him to just stomp the knee out so that he can't walk.
Ow.
And his armor. If anybody's gonna get a knee stomped out, Millicroft is the person.
Yeah.
No. With that big ass AC.
It is hard to hit him even when you're right on him.
Pinning him down.
Yeah, no.
Yep. Okay. Levi, you can continue to hold your action or change your course. What are you doing?
No,
Same thing.
Yeah.
Isadora,
Oh god, okay.
and then Anari.
You know what? I'm gonna try and go wake up Cornelius.
Why? He's
Okay.
I don't know. He seems clever, so whatever he needs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
enjoying this nap.
How will I wake you up?
Nice.
I don't know if I'm strong enough to.
You could just shut up. I'm like sleeping on a broken pew. Like,
Okay, yeah. Let me try just like a armed attack.
Slap him. He's sleeping.
Yeah, I'll just slap him across the face.
Oh,
Not the boots.
yeah, you don't have to roll if you don't want to. If you're not trying to do any
I'm
damage.
not trying to do any damage.
Yeah,
I really
you
just
can,
want to try and wake
you can
him
just
up.
say that happens. And,
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
Cornelius,
slap
you wake up because there's been a direct impact on your face.
I feel like that wasn't a full night's sleep.
It's not. The dagger is now with Millicroft. Barry is taking it away. Callan is trying to keep him against the wall.
Slow down.
Anari,
And that's it.
Awesome. All right. Let's try to mind sliver you again.
Okay.
Tails.
Let's try to mind sliver. Let's mind sliver together.
Do an intelligence roll.
Let's together mind slip.
6.
It was a 10.
Yeah, word.
Woo! It happens.
Awesome. So that's not a very lot of damage though, but
Everything
About
counts.
D4
It's
minus-
chip damage
Yeah.
with Millicroft.
so 6 points
Nice.
of damage max, and then you'll subtract a 1d4. Do I roll that or does he roll
No.
that?
On the next saving throw, it makes 1d4. Well, you take
So that'll be the
subtract
next.
So,
That'll be
it's
the next
So I
one.
roll the d4.
So essentially the
No,
effects
she
of
will.
Bane.
He will.
I roll it.
Yeah.
Next saving throw.
When he has to roll in the saving throw next.
You'll subtract a 1d4.
Uh huh.
So that's my cantrip. The next one.
Very good.
Yes. Woo-hoo. And then we're gonna do another cantrip. So we're gonna do this time. We're gonna do Toll the Dead. So
All right.
Wisdom saving throw.
Minus D4.
Let's pick this D4.
Ooh, something low.
All right, that's gonna be 2.
Yeah, that worked too. And then
He's already taken damage, so you roll a D12.
Oh yeah. I'm rooting for me to go down.
7.
7. All right.
Awesome. Awesome.
Christ.
I know.
I need your help.
What's his health at?
23 now.
Oh my god. You know my character
21
has
AC,
a total of
and I took
24?
tough.
He's like 49.
I'm hard to kill.
How many points do you
I'm
have?
gonna try trying to kill you.
He's one of the hardest people to knock out or hit.
We'll just chip away until we can get him down.
It's chip damage with
I mean, including like CR level like 12 and up, like it's just hard to hit.
I've done a considerable amount of damage to
Yes.
that too.
Thank you,
considering the damage done to all of y'all. That's all I can do.
Okay, cool. Back to the top, Feria.
I figured
By
I'd
this
just
point,
take you down and
you've
bring you
used
back.
your action the first time to pull it out and you got 30 feet away. The second time, since you were just running, you got the full 60 from your action plus of dash plus your movement. We'll say at this point you've gotten out the door. Mm-hmm. Now it's a matter of climbing up. However, again, your whole body is like prickling with this heat and this pain, and you feel it in your neck and face. Do you continue to hold on and climb, or do you drop the dagger?
If you're gonna drop it, make it stealth.
Or specifically, as he requested, do you take it back?
I'm gonna chuck it up onto the.
Please.
I need you to make a
Through the window, back down.
acrobatics check. Is the
Athletic?
I was thinking
I think it would
athletic.
just be
Athletics?
a
Like
Yeah.
a shot put or a dart, you know?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Up on the roof.
Yeah.
I'm trying to like.
See how well you can throw this thing.
Okay.
It's an axe throwing check.
Yeah.
Axe throwing check.
Is it still as large as
Right.
a short sword from when it was
when
made?
transitioned, it
Okay.
changed.
12.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah. Falls right back down to you.
I don't know if I have enough movement.
No,
to-
you can do that once.
I'll pick it up if I can, but.
And since you haven't taken it back, you feel this searing pain.
Oh shit! I gotta take it back. I'm not taking it back.
And you take 14 points of psychic damage.
I'm almost out.
Rolled really good on those 2d8s. And your whole body is just, you feel like you have 3rd-degree burns. And you look down and you're fine. But you feel like you're sitting in a pool of boiling water.
Can I say something? Do I have
Sure. I mean, yeah.
Where are you? Like
She's out of the
I'm
church.
outside.
I mean,
I'm
can
right
I really
outside
hear
the
you
church.
then?
No, I'm not trying to say anything to you guys.
Oh,
I'm gonna say, if you knock me out, I can't take you back.
Very true.
But you can't take me farther either.
Valid point.
Caehanna. Same thing. Do you choose to continue to hold your action?
No, I'm gonna go help Callan.
Callan's been doing a pretty good job. What are you trying to help him do?
Well, trying to knock him like down a little bit more, chip at him more.
Okay, what are you trying to hit him with?
I don't know.
I don't have anything to destroy it. Can't shoot an arrow.
I guess let's use my big sword and just whack at him.
Yeah, just trying to just hit him in
Yeah.
general. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and excuse me. Make a attack. Sorry. Yeah. Go ahead and make a attack roll.
Natural 20.
Yeah, it's gonna hit. Go ahead and roll damage and double it.
I remember.
It's a good 20 kind of day.
And by the way, Melicroft, I just looked it up because I was curious. We kind of messed up earlier, but grapple does not force disadvantage on you for attacks.
Okay.
Oh, I thought it does.
It just limits your speed to 0.
Oh, maybe I need to restrain him.
Oh, restrained. That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
So
next turn I'll restrain him.
yeah, because then you can like put him in a rear naked choke
Yeah,
or something.
I'll
But right
restrain
now
him.
he's just grappled.
So restrain is another contested strength throw check, right? Correct.
Yeah. Yeah, because if he's restrained, then you'll have advantage against him, and his have disadvantage. So that may have been what you meant. That's fine.
Yeah.
But we'll make the adjustment going into the next round. But
Okay.
yeah, just as far as grapple go, like you just have 0 movement right now. But natural 20. What'd you do? How much damage did you slap on him?
20.
20.
Yeah.
Shit!
So Melicroft, you watch Caehanna almost do like a flashing move where she like lifts her hand up and it makes you kind of flinch back, and then she stabs up into the into the armor between some of the cracks and just gets up into your gears. It does 20 points of piercing damage, I guess, if she's slashing up. It's slashing, but it's all the same. I don't think I've ever seen anything that has like resistant to piercing but not slashing or something like that. Like it's all the same. So yeah, great round. Anything else you're doing with your bonus action or movement?
Not for me. I'm going to be passed out.
I will heal you too.
I will kind of help Callan straight against the wall. I know he's. I just
Sure,
want
just for looks. Yeah, you were kind of
just
like,
for looks. I'm just
like, oh, got him. You just stab him. You're just like, here,
Got him!
or like be there if he tries to get out. I can like help
Sure.
him push back in.
Millicroft, it's your turn. You hear in your head, come to the front.
That's some bullshit.
So far, the illusion.
So I am grappled, but I'm not restrained.
For now. The way his strength checks have been going, for now, you're grappled, not restrained.
Given how my physicality works, the great sword behind him is going to like edge up, and then his arm's going to reach back and grab the other hand that's not restrained, and then he's going to try and stick it in your neck.
Okay.
Yeah, so you reach out to her.
Inspector Gadget style.
Yeah.
Another 17. What is
Great, that's a 21 to hit.
Perfect.
Yeah, that hits.
Somebody woke me up. I have no fucking clue.
I'm doing.
But at least it's another person.
Let's see.
Did you get vertical when you went out, or did you just go out?
Huh?
No, you didn't see.
Just outside, just not. You didn't go up.
I wasn't able to, but
She also can't.
And that is 11 points of damage. That would be slashing, technically.
I'm just gonna see it on the recording later.
All of a sudden, I got mute there.
What happened?
Muted.
5 points damage.
All right.
Not doing hot.
Like 5 total or 5 cut in half?
5.
11 cut in
11 cut in half, yeah.
All right. So, Callan,
Yep.
Restrain him.
Here.
it is
So-
your turn.
Yeah, I will. So he'll try to attack, and I'll kind of feint a little bit and let him like catch my neck, and then I'll use that and then kind of like try and body flip him to the ground
go.
with my knee in his back.
Caehanna, get the fuck out of the way. Big boy's about to slam.
It's out of the way. So
21
That's really nice.
Oh, yeah, that's not good. That's a 12.
restrained. So like he'll go there, and I'll just like and face down for him, so he's face down,
Yeah.
and then I'll
Callan.
like hold him down.
Callan,
Yeah.
after you slam him into the ground, you hear in your head, take me back.
Did that do damage to me?
I mean,
No, 'cause
not,
it's
if he was,
just-
not unless he was trying to.
I mean,
he did a, full...
I mean, I'll take.
Body slam,
if you
but-
let me, I'll do damage.
I mean,
but
sure, because you're big. I mean, it makes sense, but it seemed like more of like a jujitsu move, not really
yeah.
like a. Like,
I mean, I'll just do the unarmored,
1 point of damage.
the unarmored attack damage, which is
yeah,
just
we'll
my
do an
strength.
unarmed attack. So
That would be 3 points of damage.
And I'm out.
you gotta. If you're doing an unarmed attack, you have to roll an attack roll.
Oh,
I know
cool.
it's dumb, but like,
Oh, okay.
you can't just roll damage. You have to technically roll to hit because he is hard to hit.
No, never mind.
Oh no!
You're not out.
Okay, I'm not out.
Millicroft, I got your back, Jack.
Slammed, but you didn't ban.
So yeah, you slam him down, but because he's literally made of armor, it's tough to do damage as you do that. He's just you feel his body sort of like stiffen up and almost go inert as it hits the ground to stop himself from taking damage.
Okay.
But you hear, "Take me back," and you feel this burning, this up and down your skin feeling.
Oh shit!
Take 2 points of psychic damage.
I am out.
I rolled a 2.
You're out?
I'm at 2. All I had was left was 2 hit points,
You didn't get a
and I don't get resistance on psychic.
Bitch.
You guys all watch as out of nowhere, Callan
Just land on
It's actually not that bad of a
like
thing.
jammed him down, just like It's like, nap time. It just falls over. Conscious, he's breathing, but he's knocked out. Unsure.
Callan does not
what's
have the
going
best
on.
HP stats, guys.
Cornelius,
I don't know what the fuck to do.
welcome
Hit
to
him.
the shit show. What do you do?
Hit him.
Apparently.
Welcome
Who am I
to the
hitting?
shit show.
You? Everyone. Well, honestly, the first thought I had was when you woke me up, I was gonna look back there and be like, where's
I'd be
Ferry?
like knocked
Because
out.
Yeah.
I would have to roll.
in that
Yeah.
moment, I did tell
You're
you
not dead though.
the dagger is with Melikov now.
Right.
He's trying to,
Just
like, Fairy is taking it away. So, I don't know how you'll interpret that, but
Well, my initial plan was to go outside, so I'm gonna do that. I was gonna Misty Step outside, see if I see Ferry outside. So I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, you see her outside.
I see her.
I don't look great.
She's looking at the dagger, defeated. Like,
Yeah. It's on the ground now.
yeah, it's definitely not on the roof.
I'll
Cornelius picks it up.
I'll take my cape off, I guess, if you will.
Okay,
Alright.
not the time.
Oh, you're sleeping with your cape on?
Yeah, man.
Like wrapped up.
It's
I
over
that's his
top of me.
I
blanket.
tried to steal his
It's a
boots.
filtered
He's probably
blanket.
afraid I'm gonna take other shit too.
I've been sleeping with it on top. It's like a little blanket. But I'm like, by all things science, I run over there and I'm just gonna throw the sheet over the dagger and then try to like grab it with the thing and then put it over my back.
Okay.
And I'm gonna look at you and be like, I'm very fast at running. Are we gonna have a problem? And then I will. I'll go ahead and try to use whatever the distance is from her, because I Missy stepped out, so 30 feet, and then.
Oh, your Misty Step's a 30-foot range?
Yes.
You cannot get to her.
Well, I've
She was
got.
90 feet away outside. She took 2 full actions of like,
Shit.
moving.
Alright,
So
well-
I thought Misty Step was farther.
Yeah, it's only 30. Okay, well, if she's
But
outside.
you can use your cantrip, Misty Step,
And then
that's
dash.
all it was meant for you.
I can use it as a bonus action because of my.
Okay, so you can bonus. You can
A bonus action.
you can
Misty
get to
Step.
her, right? You can do that 30 feet and then take 60 feet of movement. But then
Yes.
you wouldn't be able to.
I'll do that. I'll do a dash on my action. I dash because I have 35 feet, so I use 70 plus Misty Step is 105 total.
Yeah.
So I can get to 100 actually
So
total.
you can get there, and as a free action, I'll let you like take your cape off and kind of wrap it up, but you're not able to do anything else.
Yeah, and I just kind of like holding onto it, not physically touching it, and I'll end there. Like we're gonna have a fucking problem.
Oh, you're about to have it.
Yeah, I took the dagger like in the dirt or the rock or whatever, try to grab it and held it together like a knapsack kind of thing. Visually eliminate what she sees at least, and hopefully. Because every one of you fuckers decided to touch it since I've fallen asleep.
I'm sorry, I have a wisdom of 8.
You're the one who said to put it in a box or a
No, I
bag
have
or
a wisdom
something
of 8.
last time. Did you
Uh-huh.
I have a
forget?
wisdom of 8 too, so it's fine.
I didn't forget.
And,
Levi, and then Isadora, you're up next.
Okay, so he's on the ground, he's out. She's trying
He's not restrained anymore, by the way.
No, he's
Right,
He's just
right.
free as can be.
What? He's
Still face down on the ground.
Yeah, he's
Right.
face,
So you're
face down.
technically prone though.
Plate
so-
over.
I am prone at the moment.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and fire away.
Do it.
Oh, now you attack.
He's free.
Now that he knows that a 2 would have killed him,
16
he's
doesn't
like,
hit.
no.
I'm gonna take my bonus action to fire again,
Oh yeah.
and 24 hits.
That hits.
Okay, so
Come on.
Yeah, roll a 2 or a 3.
Come on.
No way you can do less than 3 damage here.
yeah, so that's 5 damage.
Boop.
Yes.
I'm out.
Awesome.
So Melicroft,
I was about to pray for
well,
you.
not much changes. He got shot, and then he's still on the ground and passed out.
Oh, that's good. Face down.
Yeah.
So we
Nothing's
know
changed.
Don't have to worry about you breathing in dirt.
Yeah, I don't have to.
You're not breathing in dirt.
Isadora. Melicroft is shot, passed out. Callan decided to take a nap.
So we're still in
Am I unconscious at death saving throws?
even though the
Or
person that
return,
we're
yeah.
trying to
Okay,
swap
just wanted
is
to
down?
We'll see if it gets to that.
Okay.
But at the moment, you don't know where the dagger is. It looks like Melicroft is handled. But just to keep things in order, we'll keep initiative going just in case.
Okay.
Because the dagger is still out.
Yeah.
Melicroft is just unconscious.
Okay. I'm going to try to pray to Freya. I'm gonna try and communicate with Freya in some way.
Okay.
Do I roll a die for that? Right?
Absolutely, yeah. Roll a D100.
A D100.
You get, a 3, 2, or 1.
Yeah. You never know.
Still up.
2 and a 1, I think.
Yeah.
Nah.
What is that?
Wow.
What is it? A 9?
Yeah.
I got a 9.
Oh, that's
I tried. I mean,
That was
That's
so
real close.
close.
That was close.
I'm gonna try and get your god to intervene. in
What do
this.
you try to say? Because the roll is whether or not they respond. It doesn't stop you from trying to say it.
Okay. So I'm gonna get down on my knees.
Also, not the time.
Yeah, I know. I do not follow you, but our friend Melicroft does. He says that you're the goddess of love and compassion, and he is not showing that in this moment. And it's because he is connected to this dagger that is filled with this other evil deity or force, and he's connected to it in some way. Please, I need you to remove that from your follower so he can continue doing your will.
Yeah, so you
That's
take the time to get down and pray.
Since
you don't-
Cornelius was right next to me and he just went, and
Yeah, you don't hear a
Okay.
response or feel anything.
Okay, that's okay. Can I do a bonus action?
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'll just. Is me falling to the ground on my knees a movement?
I mean,
Or can I
I
start
think
running?
that's more flavor. You're not like
Okay.
using that as movement.
Yeah, I would like to. Not a bonus action. I'm just gonna start running towards where I saw Feria run.
Okay. So yeah, you take 30 feet.
30
you have 30
feet,
feet? Yeah, 30
Yeah.
feet of movement towards the door.
Okay.
It's still about 90 feet away.
Okay.
Sorry, it's still about 60 feet away. Inari.
Okay. So I'm going to.
All my friends are dead.
No, I don't really care. But I am gonna come up on them and
Kick them.
in essence, just make sure that they are unconscious.
Yeah, do
There-
it.
Kick over
I'm-
shoulder back a little bit.
I'm gonna be
Medicine
able to tell you that there's literally no way to tell with Melicroft.
She's still gonna try.
Uh,
You know that.
Do a
Well,
medicine
you
check.
chased that.
Yeah, are his eyes red?
Yeah, it could be dull
So-
now.
You can check on your turn.
The eyes aren't always on, even when he's conscious.
But
The
if
eyes
they're
are not
red.
always on. Oh, that's true.
Yeah, because they turn blue.
So maybe that's how she can tell.
Yeah, oh yeah, they were red.
We never had like a.
Are there any whirring gears?
Well, it's not like when they just by default they're whirring. Like they only make sounds at certain times.
Yeah, that's a full word. She's not very medicine forward.
Yeah, you think they're just stone cold dead.
Cool. Yeah, they're dead. Cool. Okay. So I think they're dead. So I guess with a sigh of frustration, she's just gonna tap you and do spare the dying.
Nice.
Makes me what? Unconscious, not dead saving throws?
You don't have to make it
Yeah, I mean, technically it says. Let's see, spare the dying.
I think that's a stabilizer.
You touch a living creature that has 0 hit points, the creature becomes stable. This spell has no
Yeah.
effect on undead or constructs.
Yeah, but she doesn't know. She thinks he's dead.
I think he's dead, so I'm going to try.
Mhm.
That's what I can do.
He's still
Are you
stable.
considered a construct?
I think
Not.
so. I think you are actually considered a construct. I think Warforged are considered constructs.
I think it's humanoid for the purposes because then any healing spells wouldn't heal me.
Yeah, because this wouldn't work on him then.
I think that's true. I don't
Because I
think
think
healing
it counts
spells
as a
heal you.
humanoid for purposes of.
That was the same thing when Seamus was an undead. Healing spells wouldn't work on him.
Yeah. Yikes.
Yeah, I'm googling that.
Yep, well, hopefully that's not true because I can't heal you.
Right.
Because everything says it does not work on undead or constructs.
physically things that do that. But I don't think she's divine. She's sorcery. Right?
I'm sorcerer.
Yeah. So technically, you're not in the right particular class. I think to heal.
I mean, I have healing skills, and I have.
So according to Everon, they consider a Warforged a living construct. So the answer is yes to both. So he is a
Because what?
construct, but he is also considered a living creature. So
So you can
would
heal
work.
him?
So I guess that's per
Yes.
DM.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
yeah, no, I'm absolutely taking that because that's what makes sense. That's
Yeah.
the difference between him being a living robotic creature
Just a robot.
versus someone making a constructed device.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's the big difference.
Yeah. So I guess I think both of y'all are dead. So I'll spare the dying, and then go into like prepare if y'all are gonna attack me mode.
Yeah.
Because I don't want y'all to be dead, but I'm really hoping that this
Will.
kind of jolts y'all back into, normal sense. We're gonna hope. Fingers crossed. So that's what we did.
Okay. Yeah, so you cast Spare the Dying on each of them and stabilize them. And as you guys know, the way I do rules is there's no difference between unconscious and stable. So you come back with 1 hit point. So, Melicroft, as she touches you and you come back, his eyes are still red.
Fuck.
He does not have the dagger,
Yeah.
and he wants it.
Restart did not work.
I had to try.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
I
Restart
get it.
did not work.
Try turning it off and turning it
That
back
was
on.
that was the attempt.
So yeah, our characters would do stuff that we wouldn't.
Fair.
That was the attempt.
You're outside.
Reboot.
Cornelius just ran up to you and tied up the dagger in his cape. What do you do?
And he said,
You don't know what happened inside yet.
Yeah, I run very fast. Are we gonna have a problem? That's
Yeah.
what you said,
Yeah.
right? I'm
The
just saying
side is showing outside.
it's not on me, but it's hurting me, and then I'm just gonna.
Are you making any sort of action or doing anything, or are you just letting him know that?
I'm just letting him know.
Okay.
I'm going down.
Your bones start to feel like they rattle inside, and it causes this creaking pain of twisting agony. And you take 6 points of psychic damage.
I'm out. Yeah, I'm out.
Cornelius, you watch outside as Inari, the boss, is looking at you and says, "It's hurting me." And then you just see her like in agonizing pain in her face, and it's almost like she twists her arm and then just collapses down, and her wings fold over the top of her like a cocoon.
I picture like a spider when they die and their legs.
Fun fact about spiders is their legs are filled with blood, like hydraulics, so that's why it happens.
Oh.
That's exactly right.
Wow.
Whenever they run out, whenever they die, their blood flow stops, so the hydraulics
Curls
can.
it.
Oh, that's wicked.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know either.
They don't have bones, so it's all like cartilage.
That's cool.
Interesting spider fact here.
Exoskeleton.
Not gonna lie, I really
Campaign 3 is all.
Yeah.
Campaign 2 is all about spider facts.
Yeah.
Caehanna,
We get 1 per session.
they're back. Not doing well, but both of the big boys are back. Actually, Callan is now small boy again. Well, still big, but
Right.
Yeah.
Smaller boy.
Smaller.
not 15 feet
Medium
tall
boy.
anymore.
Yeah, he's only like 3 inches taller than me now.
Well, he's like 6'5".
It's like
And I'm
6'9".
6'2".
Like 6'9".
Yeah,
She's tall.
I'm tall. I'm tall and thin. Well,
And a crybaby. What?
only when I'm blue.
I'm blue and red crying.
All right. So what are you doing? Sorry, didn't mean to get off topic.
So I see his eyes turn red.
She just whacks you again.
Karate chop.
Back to sleep.
Yeah, I'll lock him again. I'm not killing him. I
Which
just want
one?
him out.
Melicroft.
Okay.
That could kill him.
Roll the hit with advantage.
Oh, you're finished.
Are we trying?
He's prone.
Prone.
Technically, they both are.
18. 18.
Does not hit.
Yeah.
Go to hit.
Plus
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, what'd you roll?
Yeah, I rolled an
Rolled an
18.
18.
So
What do you
add
add?
your proficiency.
What's your attack?
You looked at the 18,
Okay.
and then you looked at your numbers and said 18 again, so it sounded like that was the number.
18. 23.
23, yes.
Okay.
Sorry. I'm used to doing spells. I'm not used to the weapons.
I know, it's a vice
If
versa.
it does
right?
any damage at all.
Yeah, no, so Melicroft instantly knocked back down.
Good.
You see his eyes light up red, and he's like,
It's like he was loading, and he's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's okay.
and he goes back to being inert, just completely
It's
still.
like the power switch.
Yeah.
Any damage. 3d6.
Melicroft, roll a death save.
Yeah. That is a success. It was a 17.
Fucking good.
There's a difference between Killbot and Melicroft. Killbot rolls well.
Melicroft does not. The second it's back to normal, it's gonna be 2.
Yeah.
You're up, buddy.
You stand up.
What's my thinking?
You look over and see Melicroft out, and you think you did it. I knocked him out. I must have done it.
I did it.
I won, dude. It's mine. I know it's like 73-2, but we're good.
And you hear,
Damn it.
"Get me back."
Fight the urge.
I mean, yeah, is it like
You do.
taking over, or is it?
Get some wisdom.
It's based off your choices. So what do you do? He's giving it. He, as in Valcor, is giving you instructions. Whether or not you follow them is whether or not there's penalties.
Oh, the burning sensation. I mean, he can just
Shoot
take
them
you down
out.
again.
Act like you're gonna go get it, but don't.
I'm definitely
There's still a fake dagger on the ground. I
gonna try and pick that up.
You don't know. That's fake.
don't think you can trick him, but
I didn't really surprise me.
Yeah, technically, no one knows except for y'all that that's not the dagger.
no one's gonna know.
I was asleep when you cast that. I had no idea.
Do I need to roll an intelligence saving throw?
I mean, you have to actually think that you would have
Again,
been
it's
deceived.
not a saving throw. It's your actions are what.
No, for the dagger on the ground, the illusion.
Oh, to see if that's real.
Yeah.
Because I mean you can if you want.
'Cause I know Feria took the dagger, but I didn't. I was focused on Melicroft.
Right.
I didn't
You
see what
did
she
hear-
did with it.
Well, you did hear me yell, "Drop the dagger."
Yep. You do turn and see the dagger on the ground.
Okay. How far away from it is it?
About 30 feet. It's about as far as she got before all the shit started throwing at her.
Okay. I'll get up and I'll like dust myself off. And
Is it half your movement to stand up?
yes, it is.
Cool.
I will start to walk towards the dagger. The fake one, I guess.
Yeah.
Then I'll take my action to dash, I guess, to get there. And then if I'm standing over it, I'll kind of just like touch it with my toe.
Yeah. As soon as you stand over it, you realize it's not it.
Okay, so how much, after doing that, how much movement would I have left?
15 feet.
How much to the edge of the...
Well, I don't know how much is your normal movement. 50 or 30.
I think 30.
Yeah. Then you'd have 15 left.
Just double check.
There's half your movement to get up, and then you chose to dash.
Yeah.
So it's 45.
Do I see them out the front door?
Yeah, they're about 60 feet or so away. You see Feria on the ground.
I'm just holding my.
And the disco music's still going. I don't
It
know.
comes
But you
with the
would know
dancing
that Fairy
lights.
took the dagger. Just saw
Yeah.
her pull it out of my hand.
I feel like you've done things that should have like had those go away, but I still like them.
That's fine. Yeah. I mean, that doesn't go away. Please do.
I will...
As long as I don't get hit.
is there like a pole near? Like a not a pole.
He's gonna
We
start
need
doing a
benches
straight
and we need
dance.
poles, okay?
No, like a pillar.
Well, what gold have?
A pillar.
Yeah, like a pillar near.
You about to throw
No,
the entire pillar.
it's like an open
Okay.
Big old
yeah. It's
square.
like a bunch of pews lined up, but a lot of the pews have been broken and shattered, and then there's the altar at the front.
I will walk up to the edge of to a wall, and I'll just sit down and like, this is gonna hurt, and then I'll just stay seated.
Okay. All right. Cornelius.
I don't know what to do.
You just watch me like my eyes roll back and I'm like,
I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? I guess I see you come out and take a seat.
Yeah, just kind of like.
I will say it is very dark out here
Yeah.
because there's not natural moonlight down here. It's very dark. It's bright
And there's the
inside.
disco ball going on.
Yeah, the disco ball's inside. You can see her.
Like,
She's,
coming out of the trailer.
Can you see in the dark?
yeah, I mean, it's not like
I can't see shit.
yeah, it's not pitch black, but it's not bright enough to where you can see normally. So you can see. You saw her fall. But,
Yeah, I take the dagger, and all of a sudden her shadow just goes.
Yeah.
Oh.
I honestly don't know what to do. How far, like, just out of curiosity, in my time that I've been down here, do the waterfalls go down and they go somewhere? Like, obviously, is there a river that takes it somewhere?
Just around North Bend. Sorry.
Oh man, how close am I to one of these offshoots of the water?
Oh shoot, not close at all. Yeah, intentionally this main road where you guys went to the Afterthought and the Fane of Freya, and where Feria's home is intentionally not super close to one of the curtains because it's very loud.
Right.
So it's more of a quote unquote residential area.
I'll take my rod, turn it into a warhammer, drop the cape with the dagger in it, and I'll just say, "Stop hurting everybody around me! I'm gonna smash you!"
I'm gonna slap you.
And if anybody, I'll hold an action. If I see anybody walk out of the church, anybody at all, I'm going to hit the dagger with the hammer.
Okay.
I have no idea what's going on.
Yes. I love this
The other option
idea.
is take it to Morris right away. And
Yes.
see, but I don't. Like, if everybody's dead, I'm like 1,000 gold just for me, please.
Levi.
I'm gonna look around. Do I see any rope anywhere?
He wrote?
Yeah.
No,
Does
it's a
anybody
church.
have rope? We're gonna tie up the big
I
metal dude.
I have
so he
some
wakes
on
up.
my dress, but I'm like running right now.
I mean,
Anybody have rope?
part of an explorer.
Yeah, if she takes it off her dress, she's gonna be flailing.
Yeah.
And
I
that's
have rope.
terrifying.
Oh, there you go.
Let's tie up the big metal fucker so if he wakes up, he can't move. Maybe.
Yeah. You can
Love
try.
Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe I'll just
You
start
can give it a
with
shot.
Both of them?
You can give it a shot.
Yeah,
You can try to go over to Caehanna on your turn and try to grab that rope.
It is my turn, isn't it?
I know.
Yeah,
I'm saying you can try to go over to her.
Yeah, I'll use my
And get
action
the rope.
to grab the ropes and then try and tie him up.
Yeah. Yeah.
50 feet. There you go.
You can start trying to tie him up. I will say he weighs about 470 pounds. So
Underneath.
yeah, getting
gonna wake up
him.
and go.
I mean, you can throw the rope over,
Yeah.
but in order to just roll him over once is
Yeah.
going to require an actual like action strength check.
I was
So
more thinking trying to just tie his feet and hands together so he can't.
that's a lot more reasonable.
Yeah.
But he is face down.
Sure.
I don't know
Yeah.
what it is.
We'll say.
Oh, put his hands behind his back.
Pull it back. Yeah.
Pick time.
Start with the feet.
Yeah, we'll say you're able to start
Oh,
doing
time,
that,
yeah.
but you can start doing that.
Okay.
But
That's
um,
making sure you can't move.
Isadora.
Okay, so the last turn I just ran 30 feet.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and dash to try and get out the door because it would be another 60.
Mhm.
And yeah, so now I'm outside.
As soon as you get outside, you see Cornelius just hitting his own cape with this beautifully made like bronze, like dark bronze, like warhammer that you've never seen before. Just
Yeah. I'll do it two-handed.
yeah.
So is it disadvantage because it's dark and I can't see too well?
I mean, technically,
Can I bring my dancing lights with me?
Outside.
I mean,
Bring
technically,
my
your
disco-
dancing lights would be following her,
Yeah.
I assume, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to strike the dagger with 6.
That was your disadvantage or
With
just?
disadvantage.
What's
It's
your
a
other
2
one?
and a 3.
Oh. Okay. Right? Don't matter.
Surprisingly, that doesn't actually hit.
But like I
Oh my
like
God.
You see the warhammer and I smack.
You will not be in charge of cutting the firewood.
Well, my thing doesn't turn into an axe, so.
Isadora, so you were able to use all of your movement and your action to get outside. You still have a bonus action. If you
Would
choose.
talking be a bonus action?
To. Sure.
Free action.
It's a free action if you're not doing anything else. But
Okay. Are you hitting the dagger?
I'm trying.
Okay. Just to confirm for Isadora that is
Sure.
actually the dagger and he's not hitting anything else.
Okay.
That's it.
Minari,
Boss on the ground.
Alright, my turn. So I'm gonna start running outside.
you're doing it too? Okay.
So I'm gonna go out there.
What's your movement speed? I feel like you're faster.
No, I'm not.
You're not?
I'm
Okay.
not. I wish I was, but I'm
So
not.
you can do the same thing. You can get 60 feet on this turn.
So I want to, because I'm like right in the line of sight, so I see what he did.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna go my 30 And then I'm going to do a Scorching Ray, because that's a ranged attack of 120, and shoot for the dagger, the 3.
This is cape.
No more cape!
Make a ranged spell attack.
Can I have 2?
That wasn't cheap.
There's
I assume it's not cheap.
I have no money.
I love the cape on the
Yeah. I'm buying another one, so it doesn't matter. I'm getting another one made.
What do I need to roll to hit it? I guess should be the question.
Roll an attack.
Probably should have taken the platinum and diamond pendant off of it before I did that.
Okay, well, the highest. Okay, let's just go over here because that's.
We'll say it's an
22
inert
to
still.
hit.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Like it's
So
an
that's
inert
the
still
highest.
object. It's not that hard to hit.
Yeah.
And
You
then,
would think.
It's dark out, bro.
does a 14 hit?
Mhm.
Okay, what about a 9?
No.
Okay, so I got 2 hits.
Kept pushing your luck.
Even worse.
Well, I started off with the highest. and we
Right,
just worked
right,
our way
That
down.
was good.
Because if that doesn't hit, it doesn't matter.
Okay, so it takes 17 points of damage. Of fire damage.
Okay. You watch Cornelius's cape just in flames.
You hear a scream.
I also like because it's from the darkness. There's 3 beams. And he's like, ah!
You see these 2 like balls of flame just
It's black flame too.
yeah.
So you can't even see it.
And the dagger is now all that remains.
Is it
in that
pristine
area.
or did it take any damage?
Pretty pristine, yeah.
The pendant made it, for sure.
Okay.
Charred
And
up.
then
Yeah, it's a diamond with a platinum band around.
okay, if that doesn't work, I'm gonna try one more thing. How far away is it? 60 feet?
Yep.
Okay.
At this
and-
point, yeah.
Okay, and I'm gonna use the cantrip Sacred Flame, so it's radiant damage.
Okay.
So hopefully maybe radiant will work.
So wisdom saving throw.
Oh yeah, how do you do that against
It's an entity in there. Can't you do a wisdom save?
Shade.
Yeah, you
well,
can do it.
technically it's a dex saving.
Alright, Dex it.
So
I don't know
It technically has a dexterity score.
It does? Okay.
Technically.
It has a number. That doesn't mean that it's a number.
I mean, I don't know how it's gonna
I don't know,
work.
maybe
but-
daggers have
Watch you get a
numbers.
natural 20 and it just
You just watch it flip over.
No, it's me putting out the flames in my thing and I hit it with my.
So
That is so funny.
the dagger's gonna roll a dex.
Yakety sax begins to
That right there's
come up in the
crazy.
This is
background.
bullshit.
Dagger rolls a dex.
I just doesn't make any sense.
Please be good.
D&D, it doesn't have to make sense.
gotta be a fucking.
I'm curious, what is the DC to save? I wanna roll this-
13. It has to be 13.
It is possible. He has a
Okay.
-5 because it's a 0 dex. So
He has to roll above a 13.
no, I mean I have to roll over an 18.
18,
Oh.
19, or 20.
That is so dumb.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Would have been awesome.
It would have been ridiculous.
No, just it gets hit. Yeah.
Oh, not that one.
It's clear that she's obviously
to be
going
crazy.
now for
Oh my god.
5 points of damage. Did that look like it did anything? Radiant damage?
You see like this glowing. What does your radiant damage look like?
It's fire-like radiance, so it's black.
So black. So in the darkness, you can't see it like hit, but you feel really accurate with it, and
It's all black.
Well, you feel really accurate.
When you see black, it's still like a glow to it.
I know,
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah.
like it's.
It's dark.
Dull.
It
There's
would
the
be a
disco lights.
glow if it wasn't also black outside.
There's disco lights.
I'll bring my dancing lights with me.
It's like
on my
a-
way to
Yeah, so
the
every
sure.
every like
You did
Was
scorching
it
rays,
the
so there's
death-
fire
the death
coming
kind
out.
of
Like,
fire
Again, it's
before
black.
she did black scorching
Black
ray.
fire.
But she's doing dancing
So
lights.
so
right
yeah,
now.
I'll bring it next time.
every third of a second, you see like this little white disco light reflection, and in that like sort of dilution of the imagery of the like light flashing, you see like the blades sort of light up with this black radiant energy, and then sort of like dim out as like the damage was absorbed by the weapon. But it lit up as best it can for just the moment. Feria.
But it doesn't look like it got hurt at all.
That's a death save for me.
Death save.
That's a 10.
Is it 2 or a 10?
10. I wouldn't have had that tone with a 2.
It's a 2.
I feel like out of 4 sessions, we're rolling a lot of death saves.
Yeah, damn.
I want to destroy this dagger.
No comment.
There you go.
Caehanna.
Okay.
Hana.
I see everyone is running out, so I'm gonna say to Levi, are you okay?
Yeah.
I'm going.
Okay.
So I dash.
It's fine.
Yeah,
They're
she's
both
in it.
asleep right now, so.
And I have 30 feet, so I guess 60.
Or if you want to, yeah, dash.
Well, I'm gonna dash.
I mean, I'm gonna help you. Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, just kind of spin
You're
around.
about 30 feet away from the door at this point as you dash all the way up there, but you can see now the flashing light. You see them all surrounding. You assume is the dagger on the ground as they're all looking down at it. Is there anything you can do from range, or are you just wait to get there?
I mean, there's nothing for. I'll just wait.
You can play your character how you want. You can use an action surge if you want to get closer.
Oh, I didn't do that. Okay, I'll do
You
that.
didn't know you could do that? Aren't
Well,
you a
I didn't do
fighter?
action surge, but I didn't think about it being moved now, so now I got
We're still learning shade.
You can use that to give yourself another action, whether it be to attack or
Move.
move.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was just thinking attack for that. Okay, so yeah, I'll guess I'll use the action surge to do another 30 feet of movement.
Okay.
This music got a lot more less disco-y.
Cool. So yeah, you're able to get all the way out there to them with your movement plus the additional. Actually, at that point, your movement would give you 30, so you would still have your main action if you choose to attack, to hide, to whatever you choose to do.
Just not gonna hide.
Curb stomp that.
Yeah, right. But you have options.
Can I? I guess I'll try to hit the dagger with my sword.
Okay.
See if it does
Make an attack.
Watch out for the panda.
Alright.
21.
21. It's a hit. You're able to slash into it. Go ahead and roll.
Damage.
Nine.
Are you using which weapon?
The good sword. That's
Remember,
fine.
you can re-roll one.
Oh yeah. Shh, hold on.
She said,
No one was
"Shh, hold on."
What happened?
12.
She said, "Shh, hold on."
Oh, okay. I'm holding.
Holding on. Oh, no, it is for you. I don't know if you can do that every time. Or
Yeah, I
just-
can. I can. I can go with that.
Okay, so
12.
So 12. Okay. Yeah, you feel the reverberations in your hand as the blade hits the other blade, and even though it's such a smaller dagger, you feel like your blade was the one that got hit as you hit into it.
Oh, what's it do now?
Melicroft, death save.
Guess when I preserve that, I saw that there's
yeah.
physical damage.
God, I don't-
Yeah, no physical damage done.
No, nothing can be hold this big with it.
Success, 9 on 20.
It's a natural 20.
That means you're up. That means you're up.
He's back up.
I'm ready.
Levi, is that 30?
Yeah, Levi, you were still in the motion. I was gonna give you one full turn to do that, and of course he gets a natural 20. So you're like trying to remember like what did Morgan
knot
teach
did
me
you
about?
do?
What did he teach me about the knots? Was it over the loop? And then you hear like
You start going, go fuck. Please stop. Give me a second.
Melicroft,
Oh no.
you are back, and in your head,
And your eyes are red.
yeah, in your head, you hear. They think they can hurt me. Show them why they can't. Come get me.
I don't have to do it.
Callan, you're sitting down, and you look over and see Melicroft starting back up again. It's reboot system.
He's not standing up, right?
Yeah, the Microsoft OS didn't work the first time, so they had to do a quick restart. So
Just get that like.
yeah.
It's a little flatty. It's just waiting.
Is it moving?
The little bouncing balls, like.
little thinking circles.
What do you
going.
do?
I'll shout up. And I'll just look at him. I'll pull out some glow cap and put it there, and then I will start running, and I will just football punt his head. Go back to sleep.
Poor fucking Melicroft. We're gonna need therapy after this.
Your AC is what?
Soul in the entire underworld.
21 is his AC.
21.
You do have advantage because he's prone.
Yeah.
No one has removed curse or anything like that.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
21?
I remember the days when I played Claire.
No, 20.
I wonder if Melicroft.
Hilariously, now that the lights are gone, you're unable to
Do not kick me in the head.
discern. You still rolled a 20. It wasn't critically failed, but yeah, you just miss. You go up to, you like Brett Maher, you just go up there to kick and you just, it goes left. Cool.
And then I will just, I'm like, not feeling that I met any resistance because I can't really see. I will stand between him and the doorway, so he has to get past me. So, oh fuck!
It's fucking.
I'll stand in the way.
As you go to stand in front of the doorway and block Melicroft from possibly getting to this dagger, that similar feeling of ache and anguish overtakes you. You take 12 points of psychic damage.
Oh, I'm out. Oh, I had one.
And again, Levi, as you're like trying to tie him up, you look over and see Callan like almost fuck with me, and then he just falls over again.
Right after the kick. He tries to kick and then he falls back.
Real quick.
Melicroft, in your head, after you see Callan fall, in your head you hear, "How many of your friends need to die before I am returned?" Cornelius. Everyone's taking turns just beating up this dagger outside. It's like a gang initiation outside, just beating the shit out of it in this circle.
Yeah.
With a disco ball lighting the way.
I wasn't about to approve the visual either because I was going to cast my echo.
Yeah, I was gonna cast that one too. I probably should have.
Well, she's still down, right?
Yes.
With one success.
And obviously, I could tell that you were shooting at the dagger, so you're trying to destroy it with me. I really have no other way of knowing what to do here. I guess I will manifest my echo as another person to hit this thing. So
Okay.
across me is this, and then we take turns.
The
smacking
echo
the
does
thing.
have a cape, though.
Well, at one point I did, I go,
Is it a ghostly cape?
I cast it, I look at it and go, I can see you're a man of taste. But he's my echo, so of course. I will go ahead and attack you with the Warhammer serial 2 hit ways.
Move curse really hard.
Let's see here. 13 to hit the die.
It hits.
I'll
That
have it.
is 7 more levels.
That does 8 points of bludgeoning, and then my echo will use as his attack. He has a 10. Does it hit?
10 does hit.
10 does hit? Nice.
That's
He
that number.
does 6 points of bludgeoning as we kind of like ting, 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 trying to hit this thing. And I'll see if any of that damage seems to mark it at all, because I knew your damage didn't seem to do anything. Is it anything we're doing? Is it marking it? at
Can't
all?
tell. It doesn't bleed. It doesn't make any sort of
Visible.
audible or
Does that
visible.
have like chinks in it or something?
Not cool.
Does it have any?
Chips. Any
Sorry.
chips in it?
Does
No,
it have anything wrong with the weight?
no. Everything looks perfect. It looks as good as.
Yeah, this is not
It
enough,
has.
but we can just try this out.
Where's the pits of moon?
That's what I was thinking.
Levi. Unless you're
Oh,
doing
not
anything
fucking
else, Cornelius.
Seeing everybody come out and not seeing any damage, I would action surge, and I'm gonna take the warhammer, and instead of hitting the blade straight on, I want to see if I can knock it away from people. So I want to like golf swing, smack it farther away from anyone.
Sure. Yeah. Instead of an attack roll, let's have you do a athletics check. See how.
Let's just go get the Sharky and I'll write about it.
This is Cornelius swinging, not me.
I don't know which is better.
Is that athletics?
Yep.
Disadvantage for the darkness.
No, her lights are up.
Mm-hmm.
It's a disco.
This is your
Okay.
problem.
We're having a time.
So that's a 15 for athletics.
Yeah, you're able to just
4.
tee up on it.
Smack it as far as I can away from people as they come up.
Yeah. I need you to make a perception check.
Which one of these 3 dice would fail me now? Semi-cocked, but it's 12.
12.
No, 14, sorry.
Yeah, as you hit this blade and it goes spinning into the darkness away from you, you watch or you hear the sound of it sort of making a noise, like kind of banging against rocks as it hits the gravel and stone. And you see these two, with your eyesight, you see the silhouette of 2 humanoid beings. Not far, but not necessarily close to where that happened, or like where you heard the sound or where you saw it go, but you definitely noticed them like look over and start sort of walking in that direction to see what that was.
It's Iker and the boys in it.
Do any of the rest of us see that as well?
True.
Unless it lost one of them.
I'd say you can hear it. Yeah, I'd say you'd be able to hear it.
Well, I got my movement still.
And as he
Some of
hits
us
it,
have
and
better vision than others.
they do, yeah. But you didn't know what he was doing or where to look for the dagger. Like you didn't know, like you figured he was slamming into it, not gonna knock it away. So it's like he knew that he was doing that, so he knew to look where it was going.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, you can all see that. Once he sees it and points it out, I mean, you can definitely tell.
I'll use the rest of my movement. Well, I have all my moves still, but still use my movement to run to where the blade was. I don't imagine I knocked it more than 70 feet because I took an action. Well, not the action turn, but 35 feet. Did I knock it farther than that?
We'll say a little farther. Yeah,
I'll
about
say I
40.
use all the 35 of my movement speed to go towards where I hit the dagger to at least keep it within some sort of vision or just to get it away from.
Yeah, as you start like running over there, you notice that they also start walking faster as they see that you're going to whatever that was. And as you get closer, you start to actually no, you're blind. You can't see shit. They still just look like figures. Like
Probably take my sunglasses off.
but yeah, you're able to get almost where the dagger was, where you think it was.
Yeah.
And yeah, they start getting close now. They're maybe about 15 feet away.
Just to the 2? Or do I see
Just
one?
two. And we'll come back to that in a moment.
Would you guys figure the fuck out what you're doing?
Levi.
Hearing him fall over, seeing that he's waking up, I'm just gonna lean over and be like, "No, Callan's down. I don't know what's happening with everybody else outside, but you need to fight whatever this is, because I can't do it. I'm a weak little bitch, okay? And I'm basically gonna try and convince him to not kill everybody. You know?
Okay. Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Don't kill us, thanks.
Please.
Pretty please.
Pretty.
I don't think that
I
works.
really appreciate it.
That is an 11.
I want to give you this space.
Melicroft does not seem phased
Okay.
by your plea.
Why are you
Isadora,
not persuaded?
you watch
Come on, bro.
as Cornelius, for some reason, hits the blade away while you were all attacking it.
And then like goes towards it, right?
And then as he starts running, you see these 2 individuals walk up,
Okay.
kind of like jogging as he quickly tries to catch up to it.
Okay. I'm gonna move my dancing lights over to where Cornelius is.
Okay.
Or like, yeah, so where Cornelius is, does it help us see who
Yep.
people are?
Yeah, as you do that, you notice, well, you don't recognize him.
Okay, great.
Anyone who's been down here is inside.
Well,
Or knocked out.
Cornelius know they are.
Right, but he's in the bathroom. So you, Isadora, don't recognize them, but they look like sort of darker skinned elves.
Didn't someone mention like the silence?
Mhm.
Sharks mentioned the silence, so perhaps that's who they could be.
Yeah, I mean
Okay.
that recollection definitely
Okay.
tracks.
So it's too dark. Dark
Cornelius.
skin people.
Cornelius. Isadora moved her dancing lights over to where you are so that she could see what was going on. And as that happened, you are now able to see these individuals walking up, and they look to be two members of the Silence, the drow heavy gang that typically holds the eastern portion of the Undercity.
I'm gonna yell, "Are they the enemy?"
Can they yell
Or
that?
They're gonna hear you say.
I need to know.
The one natural 20 I roll is a perception check for these guys to hear.
They heard you.
Like, they probably would have heard it anyway, so it's a waste of a 20, but still.
I'll attack them if I need to.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
I will throw
I don't
another
think
blast
they're
their way if I need to, but I'm not gonna do it if they're not enemies.
I was like, my brain was like, you're trying to bluff that we're fighting something and they shouldn't do that. But I know what you meant.
Yeah.
Are you doing anything else besides moving the lights and shouting?
Well, I guess I'm gonna hold my action to attack those, to attack one of the drow elf until someone answers my question.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Or if I figure out that they're an enemy in some way, whether someone answers my question or they attack one
Okay.
of our peeps.
Cool. Yeah, fair enough. Anari, you see all this happening. You see these, everyone looks strange to you, but you see these strange looking elves, like, with incredible posture, walk up. That's the one thing you notice about them. They're standing very straight up. They walk up to, almost right up to Cornelius, it seems like.
Good evening, Jumbo.
You see all this happening,
Yeah, I don't really give two shits about that.
but the dagger's not here anymore.
Right, yeah, it's not. I'm gonna go up to her and touch her and spare the dying.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And I'm just gonna take a nice deep breath. That's it. Just gonna
Okay.
relax. Yeah, call it a day. I'm gonna sit there. I'm literally gonna just sit down and just start to relax.
You come back to life. Well, back to consciousness. A few things have changed. Now everyone's outside. But also you feel this this presence within you as you awaken.
I hate you all.
What do you do?
What kind of person?
I have questions.
I have questions.
Just like Feria, you don't understand it.
Okay.
You feel
Different.
this. You feel like you're sharing.
Oh,
Something is wrong.
We should just kill them.
I would just like stand up and like I don't know. I would just be confused. Like what's going on?
Are you making any action?
I don't
You're
know.
gonna try
If that's
to
what I'm
talk- you're gonna try to talk
experiencing,
to it?
I don't know if it is. It, so does it feel the same as the dagger? Or is it something different? Would I be able to tell?
Well, similar.
It feels similar. Okay. Then I would stand up, I guess, and say thank you. And I don't know what's
course.
going on. Like
You should
Okay.
thank me.
I did. I
Your
did.
flute.
You know what? We're gonna stab her.
Okay. So, Caehanna, you watch another one of your friends come back from being knocked unconscious. You see Cornelius run off after he hit the blade and he's playing fetch with himself. He hit it and then he chased it. What do you do?
Well, I'm gonna be a little confused as to why he's going after whatever he just hit. I guess I'll just kind of relax my pose, but still be on like defense mode just in case something happens.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really do anything.
Okay. Perfect. Melicroft. For the first time in like 5 turns, it's actually your turn. As you come back fully now. Similar to what I described to Feria, you feel this presence inside you. You look forward and see Callan standing in the way.
Didn't he collapse?
Yeah, he collapsed, sorry. He fell down, but he was like in the
Can
way.
I go unconscious still standing?
No, sorry. He's he's in the
cool
way.
Moment.
Not standing in the literal sense, but like in the way
Yeah.
of to leave. You see Levi standing, like hovered over you, like pleading at you. And now that it's your turn, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Maybe the distance.
He hasn't had a chance to do this in so long.
Be wise.
Choose
Is this
one.
for Melicroft or for the possessed version of yourself?
This is Melicroft. He's
I
not
don't know.
possessed.
I don't know what's going on. No.
You feel this like tug, and it feels like a piece of you is far away. You need to be complete.
Doom, 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 doom. He's coming running out of the church. Like,
What's your speed?
if 30, so I'm moving 60 feet. I'm dashing for like out to try and find where this dagger
It feels
is.
ridiculous that you have the same move speed as everyone else.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it does. Me too.
He got long legs, but I mean, Callan's on the ground.
We're all
Levi's standing over me, but like Levi's not in. Oh, I guess I have half movement to get up.
sure,
Then I
45
dash.
feet total.
But as long as he's not actively trying to impede me, I'm not going to. Like, priority number one's getting the dagger back, I suppose.
Yep. Yeah.
It doesn't say anything to. He hasn't spoken this entire time. Melicroft's not said a single word since
See,
the red eyes
was
and stuff.
taken. Callan. I need you to roll a death save throw.
13. Pass.
Cornelius, you walk out in these Drow elves, who you know as the Silent, approach you, looking down at this dagger. Now that you can see them, you can tell they were able to see it the whole time, as they're more accustomed to the dark light. They, true to their name, don't say anything. They just stare at you and stare at the dagger.
I will keep my echo between me and everybody else, so like it's on the edge of my range there, and I'll just step in front of the dagger with my boot, or like my foot sideways in front of it, like, "Good evening, gentlemen. Fancy seeing you here. Cornelius Lexley at your service. Fancy a night out walking?" With a warhammer in my hand.
Fancy a night out.
Having a stroll like myself.
Are you asking anything or telling them anything or just sort of acknowledging their presence?
I will say, if any of them go for it, I will my action to grab the dagger.
No, God.
It's either we give it to these guys and have no clue, and you
Great.
guys die anyways, or we
I
keep
have
it in our position.
Yeah.
I mean, unless it transfers to one of
I don't
the
think
rounds.
he. Yeah, he probably.
Yeah, I'm all about
doesn't
it.
want to.
He's had the
Just like he
best.
doesn't
Why do we want the
want me
rest?
You didn't want me.
Why don't you just stab it? You just stab it on and we get this over with.
Okay.
But I'll do that and like try not touching the blade. It would be close enough to my foot's hopefully blocking it. Is it? I'm not like awkwardly standing like with my leg. Like I would stand next to it. And, hello, that kind of thing.
Yeah. You're trying not to look too
We will sit in the silence together.
conspicuous. Yeah.
We'll sit in the silence together awkwardly as I.
Yeah. After you was one of them, in your head, you hear this soft, whispered voice. And you notice that one of them is looking down and the other one's like, as you look down and kind of realize where they're looking, and then you look back up and you look over at the other one and he's like staring right at you. And you're like, whoa. And he looks into you and says, "Don't mind us. We're just taking a stroll. We noticed you dropped this. Would love to help you pick it up."
Yeah, if it's free action, I'll be like, oh no, Nate, I got my hands full at the moment, but I'll pick it up in just a second.
Levi.
Roughly 6
But
seconds.
if they go for it, I'm holding action if they go for it to grab it.
It's not the other one's turn yet. Levi.
See him walk out of the church and be like,
He's not out of the church yet.
No, he's just
He's
45
halfway
feet
there.
away from you.
shit, what do I fucking do? Guess I'll just shoot him again.
Yeah.
Okay. Go for it.
Shoot him again.
No, I'll shoot again. No, just
No, just
Fucking stop!
and yells, "Fucking stop it." The other silence. This is the one looking at the blade. You see him sort of like almost like almost alien-esque the way they move. It's not familiar, but he sort of looks around it. Looks up at you, looks down. He stands to his full height, just around 6.5 feet tall. He says, "You know, people have been looking for this. Curious that it found its way down here, isn't it?" And he's like looking up at you, like kind of halfway in between. Like he's not reaching for the dagger, but he's pushing the limits of like how close you want him to be before you.
I'm allowed to retort with just a simple line. People have been dying to get their hands on this.
And they also seem to be holding their action. Isadora, your dancing lights are still causing a scene.
We're
down
dancing.
there. As you see Cornelia standing in front of these two tall, curious-looking elves.
Okay. I'm gonna walk closer to Cornelius till I'm like next to him, if he's within my range.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I will just continue to hold my action. But if they try to grab the dagger, I'll shoot them. And if they try and attack
Shoot 'em.
Cornelius with my dagger.
You got a magnum under there?
Yeah.
What are you-
Sorry.
Just bring a
Anyways,
bring a shotgun. Yeah, so I'll
Tombstone style.
attack if they try and grab the dagger or if they try and hurt
Okay.
Cornelius.
And I think I skipped over, but Callan, can you make a death save throw? I think I skipped you on that.
15.
Two successes. All right. And Ari.
I'm just at this point. So do I see him coming?
You hear him first, but
Definitely
yeah,
hear
he's
Probably,
not
yeah,
quiet.
probably.
He stood up and then just started sprinting.
All right, so I'm gonna look at him, and if I see your red eyes,
Yeah, he still looks. He doesn't have the same sort of rage that Callan had. But his intent seems very strong on getting back to the dagger.
I'm just gonna Why won't you stay down? And then I'll mind sliver you again.
It'll be another.
I'm just like sitting as I'm doing this too.
Yeah,
Like I'm just exhausted with all of you.
Just a
people.
tail turns to you.
If it does any damage at all, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, back down.
I like the idea of him running and just
As I'm just sitting there.
Yeah.
pats you on the head.
And then I'm just
slide down
gonna,
next to her.
yeah, I imagine your head reaching me, and I'm like, and I'm just gonna mosey stand up, realize you're not here,
Nope.
and haven't charged your way out, and I'm like, let me go find the big oomph. Start heading inside to go find you.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to see him on the ground. No problem. Feria.
Oh, yeah.
Feria, now that you're awake and you see what's happening over there, you see the two members of the Silence. You know that the Silence are extremely territorial, but this is not their territory. They have no right to this land. They have no right to anything on this land. You also know that they are extremely magically adept. What do you do?
I'll get up and start walking over.
Okay, you can get there. They're only about 30 feet away.
Okay. Evening.
They look at you. Unspeaking.
Mm-hmm.
On brand.
Yeah, that's all I'll say.
Just
Do they
evening.
recognize me? Can I tell if they recognize me?
They don't seem to show any facial expressions or emotion, but
Okay.
they look into you.
Okay. Yeah, just stop.
Caehanna.
I guess when I hear him coming, I'm gonna turn my head down. I'm gonna see him fall. I'm like, damn it!
I'll be right there.
When I look over there, do I see what's going on with Cornelius and them? Like, I know he's
Absolutely. Yeah, you can see that.
I don't know. She doesn't know what to do. She's torn. She doesn't know what to do. I guess I will go to Cornelius and just kind of see what's going on. Just in case I need.
So you're over there now too?
Yeah.
You say anything to these eloquent looking beings?
No.
Nope.
I just stay there.
Okay. Melicroft.
Don't say it.
Oh yeah.
You should be pretty familiar at these by now, but death save.
That is a success. 19.
Fuck this dagger.
Callan.
That's correct. Success.
Alright, you're back up.
Thank God.
He's back up. He's also still.
I'm still.
Hey, there. He's like, I'm not doing anything.
You usually make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh shit.
Hey, when did he come back from death?
No.
It's probably not getting easier.
And then he's gonna fall down, and then I'm gonna wake up. It's like it's got two different legs moving at different times trying to get to it.
Someone needs to
12.
hold this thing.
No.
Every time
Ah!
I tried to take it, he wouldn't let me have
You
it.
still feel this pull.
Am I still under the influence of glowcap since I passed out?
I don't think so. I think when
Okay.
you die, your high goes away.
That's up to.
I feel like, I don't know if that's in the books, but it should be.
Okay, that's fine.
Um,
It could be abandoned.
but
on
you
that.
still feel this burning itch to get to that dagger. Something about it that is, it's almost like a feeling of hearing a distress signal. You hear this distress call and you need to save it. It's not even about being angry, but it's like being separated and you need to get to it. Cornelius. They've inspected the rest of your group approaching. They haven't reached for it yet. They definitely see it, even though you tried to sort of hide it with your boot.
Well, I know everybody else is going crazy on the inside. I guess after touching it. Barry is next to me. I guess I'm the. Are we still upset that I accidentally kicked your blade over here? Trying to see if you're still going. Are you still nuts? Crazy? Like you don't know?
Can I answer or no?
Well, I guess it's like a free motion, but I would. I guess I just still hold and just hope you gents have a fantastic evening and we can
In your
forget
head.
about any sort of bad news.
Yeah, in your head, being the taller one's turn. You've not touched it, have you? You almost see a slight smile, but they don't. How did you come in to possess the Nightstalker's blade?
We enough random. We found it in a cave inside of a fox woman.
Oh.
You're very sharing.
You're very sharing.
He's talking in my head. He's not fucking around.
Yeah, but you're saying it out loud.
Yeah,
They don't hear him saying it.
I'm not saying it out loud, but he's saying it in my head. I mean, he could use his mouth, but he's deciding not to. So.
Been there.
I'd assume I can't talk back to him in my head.
I've tried.
No, I don't.
Levi.
I don't know what to do. So did you stand up and
I
start?
probably sat up, but that was all I could do. It was my dad's sitting there. So.
Just gonna look at you and be like, are you okay?
No.
No. Do you want me to shoot you?
I would prefer not to have more holes in me. Thanks.
Okay, I'm gonna sit there and hold my action until he starts going for the door. I don't know what else to fucking do.
This is the saddest game of whack-a-mole.
Yeah, seriously. Fucking stay down.
You know, this is great because this is one of those where, like, remember at the end of last game where we all came together and you guys asked me questions? This is going to be one of those at the end of this campaign where you ask me questions like, what the fuck are we supposed to do? And I'm going to tell you and you're going to be like, come on. So I can't wait for that. But for now,
I've been trying to figure this
the
out.
game of Whack-A-Mole is continuing. That was Levi, the other silent member, the shorter. Again, to you, Cornelius. Sort of twitches his head up, and almost as you say, inside the fox lady, she twitches her head up, and then looks at the other one, and then stands up fully, and then sort of looks and surveys the rest of the group. And you see both of their eyes sort of sitting on the ground in front of the church.
No, I went inside, remember?
Oh, to save Callan, that's right. Never mind, that does not happen. But they do look around at the rest of you all. And Feria, as you walked up, they do recognize you. They've seen you around. One of them says, in your head, how do I word that? What do you know about the sister of the blade?
Can I answer? I'm gonna say in my head. No, I'll say that one. We're trying to figure that out now. This is causing problems.
Surely it is. Isadora. This is a very one-sided conversation, as you're only hearing your friends respond.
Just being left out.
They're the only ones that have tried to talk to him.
Yeah, that's true.
You guys just walked up like there was a school fight happening, and you just like wanted to see.
So they haven't said anything out loud?
It's a lot of intense looks in our responses.
Yeah. I am going to how. So I know that Cornelius is like standing kind of over the blade, right? With like one of your
It's
feet
like behind
blocking.
my foot. Yeah.
How close are they to the blade?
Just as close. They're like within 8 to 10 inches away from Cornelius. They're like close.
I'm gonna like kind of get in there and like shimmy between Cornelius and the silence, just like to get in between them, and just smile, and just I'm still holding my action.
I need you to.
I don't know what to do.
I need you to make, depending on what you're trying to do, either a deception or a performance check.
I'm not trying to deceive them necessarily. Like, I just don't know. No one has answered my question as if they're enemies or not. So I don't know any better. So I don't want to kill them if they're not enemies.
Sure. So the reason I'm having you do this is because they also don't know who you are. They've been talking to the people that have talked to them. And then, like I said, they're like 8 to 10 inches, so they're like close, and you're trying to squeeze in between and look up.
Also,
So they don't know if they're to take that as an act of aggression, or if you're just being funny, or what you're trying to do. So I need you to like, if you're not going to say anything,
Are you
I need
intending
you to
like kind of come in on the conversation? Or?
Right.
I'm more
because it's weird to stand in the middle of someone.
I'm trying to put more people between them and the dagger, because I don't want them to grab it.
Yeah.
So, I'm not trying to be threatening. I'm trying to like casually like put some space in between them and the
Sure.
dagger.
So let's do a performance check to see how you were able to portray that in a way where that's how they take it.
Great. I like that. Because again, I really just don't know what to
That was the
do.
quickest look ever.
You'll probably do all right.
Ooh, I am proficient in performance.
Great.
Really?
I'm a changeling. I'm a changeling, so I have to perform.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, not very great. 11.
Yeah, that was still twice as much as you needed.
Oh, good. I was a +6 to my
They were
performance.
just very believable.
Great.
Yeah, so they totally understand that you're just trying to squeeze in there.
Okay, great.
You're not trying to cause harm. You're not trying to be intimidating.
No.
But
Not
they
at
still
all.
look down at you, and you swear you almost see like one of their eyebrows sort of curiously go like. But they don't. Very stoic.
The first expression they've had.
Of course, that Isadora like.
Yeah.
Hello.
Cool. That's all I'm
Alright.
going to do. I'm still holding like an action though, because again, if they try and grab the dagger, if they try and hurt anybody in our party.
Sure. Yeah, it sounds great. Inari, you run inside and see Callan.
So it's obviously something that we need to do.
Oh yay. You're alive.
Barely.
Are you going for the dagger?
I don't know yet. I don't want to get shot, so
You probably deserve it.
that's fair.
And I'm just gonna hold an action to attack him if he starts looking like he's gonna barrel out.
Okay. All right. Feria. How do you respond? What do you do in this moment?
They talking to you in your head as well.
At this point, we're trying to figure out how we can get rid of the affliction here, but first we've got to stop the chaos going on. Sounds like you know something about how this works. You don't seem fazed by this.
Both of them look into you, but they do not seem fazed.
Okay.
Lack of personality, man.
Caehanna. The only reason we're still in initiative is because they are still trying to get at the dagger.
Who do I want to give it to? Both of them.
And
What's the game the daggers that kill her?
I know.
I don't hear any of that conversation. So.
No.
We're not really talking.
Well,
That's more us players.
Jay seems like you put the dagger in water, can't talk.
I guess I'll just continue to stand there, kind of like intimidating.
Okay.
I'll hold my sword and be like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Melicroft. You know the drill. Death save.
That's saber. Oh yeah, that, she's like.
He's back down. Yeah.
He has one success, right?
Fail.
So you have like 1 and 1?
1-1.
All right.
I forgot about you.
Melicroft versus
Callan.
Death. The series is all tied up.
I'll stand up.
Yeah, she's also.
First, now that it's your turn,
Oh, yeah.
make a wisdom saving throw.
Don't fuck up.
Woo! 19.
You finally get up, and for the first time in about 2 minutes, you don't feel tethered. You don't feel that pull or that need.
I think I'm good. We can all slowly walk out there together. I would not like to go unconscious again.
It's a trap.
I'll let you lead the way. I'll just keep an eye on you.
That's good. I stabbed you. I feel bad.
I killed you multiple times.
It's quite impressive, but fire hurts. And he'll start walking.
It does hurt, yeah.
I'll start walking outside slowly.
Hands up. You're walking backwards with your hands up, like.
Bloody arms.
All right, Cornelius. They last responded to you, saying the sister.
Yeah. Well, she's mentioned this before. Right? So.
For the sister's blade.
That's pretty good. Are you telling me there's 2 blades? Like this one has a sister, or are we talking about the sister, the fox lady? Because she was dead. Well, not dead. She's still alive, but like through time. Listen, the blade is cursed. What more can I say? I wouldn't touch it. Barely hit it with my foot. I went down right ahead. I got
I
nothing.
also like the idea of us walking out and she just hears you like describing her story.
Yeah, here's her. But the same
I don't know if I hear it.
status quo. If they go for it, I won't touch it. Probably I'll more like attack
one of
them if
us
they go try.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the taller one.
Maybe the other one.
Yeah, responds. The Nightstalker's blade should not be down here. Should be destroyed.
No, you're trying.
Well, it won't be done with a hammer. I've done that a few times.
No, it will not. Levi, you're watching.
Nothing was out loud.
Oh, all of his were. And it can't be done with a hammer.
Well, it's not going to be done with a hammer.
Levi, you watch Callan and Anari get up and start walking out slowly, hands up.
Yeah, I'm just following. Like, if he makes any fucking weird movements, I'm gonna shoot him. I don't trust shit anymore. And just hold it until either we get in line with Melicroft so I can change my focus to him, or until he makes a weird movement. Like sprints for the dagger or something like that.
Sure.
You got problems.
The other silence member reaches up and sort of like puts his hand or her hand on the taller one's shoulder, and they just sort of look at each other and nod and start to back away.
Wait, do you know how to destroy this thing?
He's back.
Did you say that out loud?
Yeah. I only talk
She
out
looks.
loud.
She looks back. She looks back as she says that and says, "Only the gods can destroy what's theirs." Hmm?
Did you say that out loud?
No, they don't speak out loud.
Dang it. Alright.
In your head, you heard that. Only the gods can destroy what's theirs.
Feel free to read
I'm not gonna bleed.
And they start to walk away.
Awesome. Whose turn is that?
I'm trying to keep track. Isadora.
Did they say anything to you? When you said how to destroy it?
The lady said that only God can destroy what's theirs.
Which one?
The lady.
Which gods?
Do I look like I know anything about gods?
Well, you've been talking to Aratok. Why don't you ask her?
Do you happen to know a god named Sade?
That was funny.
Yeah, I'll try Aratok. Since I tried Freya, it didn't work. I'm gonna try Aratok since I have heard from that one.
Mm-hmm.
So I have her phone number.
Yeah, we're tight.
She calls me all the time.
I mean, you send a text like Merry Christmas, yeah.
Basic.
Oh no,
Totes.
I did not.
Well, you could still just talk.
Yeah.
Let's see. She seems to be a little bit more forthcoming.
Yeah. Okay, so
Or a
I'll
demon.
get on my knees again
Hey,
and
watch out, bro.
say, okay, I've tried reaching out to Freya and no
that's what I
luck,
was trying to figure
but
out.
we have spoken before, Madame Aratok, and we did get your child, and she is safe. We are doing what you have asked us to do, and so we need now to know how to destroy this dagger, and we are very lost. So if you could please help, that would be great.
Please respond to
She's
this
got a
message.
cord.
Hmm?
Does she? Sorry, she had the cord around her
No,
face for a
it's
second.
good. She's fine. She got it.
Okay. When she sat up, the cord was around her snout, and she like yanked.
Yeah, it's because there was a cat there. She pushed it back and then she was.
I know. Can we down over here? We'll lay down over there.
Let's delay on the one like dog sensitive spot where there's cords. Yeah, Anari.
Cool. So I start walking out again.
Yep.
You see me praying.
So
Well, you're all the way over there.
So at this point, we are going to jump out of initiative order,
Okay.
just because the only potential threat right now is Melicroft, and he is doing death saves. So,
I mean, I'm about to touch him. So,
oh, you were about to touch him?
yes.
Well, you bring it back to one and he's up again.
Well, we're out of initiative, so wait.
Well, I don't
No, you can. If that's what you were gonna do, you can do that.
Yeah, I was about to go touch him
Okay.
and spare him again.
Okay.
I mean, you can't let him die.
No, you're right. You're right.
Just
So,
roll
Melicroft.
better.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna touch him and
It's not your turn yet, but you are back up. Feria.
wait. Oh, and then can I keep walking
Yeah, you
towards
can.
their direction?
Yeah, you just kind of slap him on the ass as you walk by, and he's back up.
The back of the head.
Yeah.
Put yourself together.
I'm gonna look down at the dagger.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say we're keeping you away
Mm.
because you tried to make Callan hurt us.
Hurt the Nari.
Yeah.
Wait, is that what happened?
Yes. Callan tried to kill the
If
Nari.
we bring you back, we're going to make sure you can't do that again.
Okay. Yeah. And I apologize. I meant to have made you also roll wisdom saving throws in the past couple turns.
Oh, do you want me to roll?
Yeah. It's a little bit kind of a retcon moment because you should have been rolling. I just forgot.
That the whole time I was worried, I was trying to.
No, you should have been rolling because you also would have been wanting to get to the dagger. But since you were here, it didn't. I forgot because you were the one that wasn't still in the church.
Yeah.
So roll wisdom. I'll say roll 2 wisdom saves since it's been 2 turns since you've been over here.
Woohoo. Sorry, I
And
didn't mean to do that, but that's
Okay.
a wisdom
You
check.
can-
That's not the
You
same.
can just roll the die.
Okay.
Roll 2 wisdom saves,
Okay.
Let me do it.
and you need to beat a 15.
19.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So you're no longer feeling that pull or that burning or those bone aching feeling.
Great.
But you also don't have that connection to it at the moment.
I'm still gonna say
Are
that.
we out of initiative or still in initiative?
We are unfortunately back in initiative because Melicroft is back up.
Yep, sorry about that, but not sorry.
But there's a reason for it because at the beginning of his turn he gets to make a save, but
That's fine.
he keeps getting knocked before he gets to do that, so he hasn't been able to do it except once. Every time he keeps getting up, someone knocks him back down before he's able to. Before he's able to make a save.
I'm never gonna keep
So,
you down.
Caehanna, do you want to do anything or no?
No, I'll just start
Okay,
walking back.
Melicroft, make a wisdom saving throw. The save is
I should have
15.
blessed you before I left.
No, it's not.
So,
You need
Can I,
16.
can I bless him?
Bless that bitch.
you could have.
Damn it.
Callan. Oh, Melicroft, that was your failed save. What are you doing? You failed the save.
Yeah, what you gonna do now?
Oh.
You still feel this pull.
Do
This.
I have any presence of mind? Can I talk to it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because this whole time.
You're the only thing that has changed in your head is you feel there's a piece of you missing, and nothing is gonna stop like you from getting it back. Like you want that dagger. That's what this pool is. Callan's was different. Callan's was a different feeling. His was more anger based. Yours is just this longing for a piece of you that's missing.
An urge that needs to be itched.
It's been a while since she actually was attuned to it.
If he's gonna want to kill anybody with it.
Still laying on the ground before standing up, Melicroft will shout to the group. The dagger is calling me to it. I have no violent intentions. I don't feel like I'm being called to violence. I'm going to try to get the dagger.
How about we do not do that?
And he's going to stand up and start walking towards the dagger.
Don't do
And he's
that.
going to ignore everyone and start walking towards the dagger.
Why are you doing that?
I don't feel called to hurt anyone.
Just to not forgive him.
Just not to forget.
I need
You guys don't know that.
to get this dagger back.
I was kind of asking for an initiative.
Callan, how did you feel when it was in your possession?
Perfect.
When you
Callan,
attacked
it's your turn.
Denari?
Yeah, great, yeah.
That's his fault.
He's walking slowly. He's not sprinting, but
I like a melancholy walk, really gazing above.
Up top.
I don't know where I am in relation to Melicroft, but I'll try and get in front of him.
I don't think you guys are related.
In relation.
Good dad joke.
And I'll kind of look at everyone and look back up to Melicroft, and I'll stand in his way as I wanted to rip you all apart.
and all I want is possession of the dagger.
Can't let that happen.
I don't want the dagger. I don't want the dagger, but I need to have that dagger. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I do.
Can we hear this?
I sang it out loud.
Yeah, we're not.
No, I know. I'm trying to figure out if we're
No,
close
y'all are in the
enough.
church.
No, we're outside.
We're all
We're all outside now.
Sorry, that's what I meant. They're in the church.
Yeah, they're in
y'all
the
are
church.
all
They're in the
outside.
church. Okay, so we can't hear this yet.
Yeah, I mean, you can hear like noise and like voices, especially Melicroft. He has a booming voice, but you can't hear the specifics.
Okay.
Callan, I don't want the dagger. I feel like I need to be in possession of the dagger, and that is all I feel at the current moment.
Knock him down.
So we.
So before my turn ends for this talking, as I grapple you, then that just means I need to hold you until you don't. And I will.
The bear hug.
All right.
This is gonna suck. Oh, Oh shit.
That is 22.
Oh yeah, no, that's a 19 for me.
He said,
Callan
nope.
tries to like do that same move as earlier, and Melicroft is like, no, just pushes past and starts walking. He doesn't. I mean,
Nope, he's not
Yeah.
pursuing.
he's not trying to hurt you. He
Nope.
just pushes you out of the way.
I need to hold. I need to be in possession of the dagger. I don't want it. I don't want to do anything with it. I just need to be in possession of it. That is as lucid as I can be with what I'm experiencing at the moment.
Well, I mean, that's the end of my turn. There's not much I can do.
Melicroft, in your head. Oh no, it's not your turn. It's Callan's turn.
Well, you messed your thing up, so.
Yeah. I don't, if he's walking away from me, do I get an attack of opportunity? For this little like weird initiative thing we have going.
So I mean, no, I mean, the only hesitation I have to saying yes is because you just failed your grapple check.
Yeah.
And so I feel like that would negate an attack of opportunity. I mean,
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't by the rules, but like it makes sense. He just like pushed you out of the way.
He hasn't started walking away yet.
But yeah, that's what my thing is like.
Yeah.
If
We'll
he's
say-
going to
we'll say
continue to
yeah.
walk away from me,
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, you'd have
well then
an
I'll
attack.
just what I'll do is I'll just grapple again. I won't actually attack. If you're okay with that. Like I won't try and do damage. I'm just trying to hold him. Or I can do an attack.
No, I can't. You can't just.
Okay,
I will
well
say
then-
no to that because you can't fail a grapple check and then do another grapple check just because he was going to walk away either way. So we would say if that was the case, then like your attack of opportunity would have been when he walked past you, and that was when you tried to grapple. So it's kind of tough to grant you to do it twice.
Yeah.
You might have to wait till it's his turn again before you get that.
Alright, yeah. I won't do anything.
Yeah. Anyone outside by where the silence were before they started walking away? Anyone want to do anything out here? No? Okay. Melicroft. Wisdom save.
Please pass.
And as you're doing this, you hear your friends stand in your way.
Same rolls last time.
Jesus.
I will
You're a
show
paladin.
you.
Don't you have bonuses?
And I have a +1.
And he says
Oh,
your
you
friends
don't
will
have to
stand in
order
your
yet.
way. And as you get this feeling of this pull, almost like you know where it is, the voice slightly changes in your head. And it went from this like sort of commanding voice, and it just says in a soft, almost feminine tone, it says, "Save me. Danae, save me."
Jesus. Manipulation.
Callan, now he's walking, assuming, what do? Are you walking away, or are you trying to get to it, or since you failed your wisdom check again?
So if I'm present of mind, I'm going mentally to the dagger. Melicroft to say, "I'm going to play your game as long as it takes for me to find a way to destroy you. I rebuke you in the name of Freya." And I'm going to out loud say, "Let me have the dagger so I can destroy it. And whether I take psychic damage or not, I don't fucking care." He's walking towards the dagger.
Walking towards the dagger.
But basically,
if you're
mental
walking
middle
towards
finger
the
to the
dagger,
dagger.
you're not going to take any psychic damage.
He's moving towards the dagger, but he just, like, straight up, "I rebuke you in the name of Freya," to the dagger.
Again, just like earlier, your actions.
Yeah.
Dude,
Speak louder than
Yeah.
words.
since you're going towards it, you don't take any psychic damage because you're doing what
He's
it wants
moving
you to
towards
do.
it.
Regardless of what you're saying out loud, you're
Yeah, I
doing
know.
what it wants you to do. Callan, he is walking towards the dagger. After saying that out loud, "I rebuke you," he is walking.
No, the rebuke thing was mentally to the dagger.
okay.
In response to it
Okay.
changing its voice in front of me.
Yeah.
But didn't you say I'm walking towards it?
And then
He said that
I
earlier.
said, "Let me have it so I can destroy it," as he's walking towards it.
So, Callan, that's what you hear.
Yeah, He's not running. No, he's put his sword back. He's just
It's a lackadaisy stroll.
he's slowly but surely moving towards the dagger.
Callan, do you try to restrain and grapple again, or do you try to attack, or do you let him go?
I would try and grapple again. And I'll come up like behind him and try like a rear chokehold.
Okay.
And be like, you just have to cut the connection. You don't need it. You just let go. And I'll try that.
It's the weirdest like intervention.
Natural
ever.
20.
Oh, all right.
You can still roll.
I mean,
What's your strength modifier? Is it +5 or
plus 4.
No, yours.
My athletics would give me a 24.
Okay, so yeah, even if he would have technically,
Yeah, it would've been
Melicroft, you
fine.
can still roll. You can get the same score, and then you would have to roll again.
It's a 21.
Okay, yeah, I was like, you could technically hit a crit and get the same score, but yeah.
So
you
I'll
roll
kind of come up in
restraint.
because he's taller than me. I'll kind of like put my foot behind his knee, and so he can come down to my height, and then just let go, buddy.
I'm afraid I can't do that, Callan.
And Nari's like walking away and like looking at what's going behind her to y'all. She just like nods her head and keeps going to the dagger. Like, y'all got this.
Okay. Well, anyone outside wanting to do anything with this dagger?
I mean, Inari's on her way to it now.
I would have just confirmed to her that she's not still being pulled into it.
I want this thing gone.
Personally, I don't give a fuck about the gold. I'd rather just not get stabbed by some random asshole holding the blades.
Yeah.
I'm more than willing to throw this into the river, if I'm being quite frank.
If we can't snap the connection long enough, then yeah, I would say we just need to get rid of
And
it.
it didn't affect me when I put my cloak over it.
Let's use your boot, Cornelius.
I swear to God.
I didn't hear that, so quite proud of what I did.
Yeah. So anything going on outside?
I mean, if I made my way to the dagger yet.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so I show up and see that you're standing on it.
Unless you want this back in your back, nobody touch the damn thing.
Okay. I would prefer not to have that back in my back if we could figure a way to do that, but apparently everyone wants to keep stabbing me.
Well, the silence said it's only destroyable because it belongs to the gods, so I assume that's to be destroyed by one of them, and I'm a man of science, so I don't quite understand how that works.
And I've tried reaching out to two gods, Freya and Eratok, and no response.
Shows how useful they are.
First off, Eratok is a wonderful goddess. Do not put her name in vain.
And something about you having a sister. Again, I couldn't care. I've got 2 of them.
Yeah, you're talking about.
First off, I've already described my sister to you, if you only perk up your ears a bit.
Oh, I heard you just fine. There are just no fox people around here.
It is also like middle of the night.
Fox.
There's still a disco going, and now you're yelling.
Fox.
Anywho, this belonged to my sister, not a god.
They said that
That's what they said.
It.
They said something about what do you know of the sister of the blade?
It said only the gods can destroy what's theirs.
Eratok, can you destroy this, please?
There's no way in hell.
Divine smite.
There's no way in hell that's gonna work.
Damn it!
I wanted it to work.
I know, I wanted it to work.
Well, apparently they were wrong, so...
It's a natural 20.
He got out.
But
Finally got out?
That's a natural 20.
Yeah.
I didn't know we were supposed to just roast him bow until what they
So, Callan, as you're trying to rear naked choke him and keep him restrained, you notice the eyes go from that red back to that familiar teal and blue. Yes. And Melicroft, you suddenly don't feel the sudden urge to have the dagger.
Alright, you good, buddy?
Dude,
Good?
What was he doing for the getting out of the restraint or getting out of the...
No, I
That was a wisdom
save.
Oh, okay. I thought you was trying to get his crap.
Well, I'll keep a hold of this because apparently everyone else wants to stab me once it's in their possession.
It's not going to let
How
you
are you
touch
going
it.
to?
Well, I'm just gonna wrap my hand in like part of my robes, so I'm not touching it. Reach and grab it.
I lost my clothes. Don't do that.
You
Okay.
good, Melly?
Yeah,
You
you're
good?
able to do that.
Okay.
Perfect. And then
I'm
I'll
just gonna
pull
lay
a
down.
handkerchief out of my thing and wrap it, and then just like store it in my bag.
Yeah. Yeah, no problem.
For the love of God, no one touch this thing. We're done.
I'm laying on the ground. I'm just starfish. Like, good, Melly? You good? Okay. Okay. Yep. You got it, boss?
Yeah, I'm gonna need some rest. I think we may need to chill a little bit before we go anywhere, guys.
Okay. You guys doing? You're no longer in initiative.
So it's just out in the street.
Where are we going to take this dagger?
I have it in my bag.
Where,
Okay.
where
Now
are we
that
going
you
to
know
take
that,
this?
but-
We're
Yeah,
taking
good.
it to Morris.
I picked up the pendant. I'm like,
So why does he need it?
scraping the engraving.
I don't care if we
dust
get rid
off,
of it.
the
I don't
dust
give a
off
fuck.
of it.
I'm just.
I'm not the bad. It's head go.
I can't think straight.
This dagger obviously has connection to Inari. If we give it to Marcus or Morris or anyone else, don't you think that they're going to try and hurt her?
Yeah, that's a good point.
I don't give a fuck who they hurt. It won't be an our problem.
Well, I mean,
It will if she's with us,
We can
which she
protect-
is.
We can protect her if it's a different person, but not when it's these two big motherfuckers right there.
What if there's two other big motherfuckers?
We have two of our own.
I will say,
But they've been touched by this
You seem to
dagger
be the
too. They
common
could be
denominator.
pulled again.
You're not here.
I'm here.
Yeah,
just
he's
laying on the ground.
No, you're back in the church with Melicroft.
Oh. Okay.
I've died more in the last 2 days than I have, and I don't even know. Jesus.
Well, I'm assuming we'll start walking back.
Yeah.
to the
Nobody knows who Jesus is here.
We need
God's
to
above.
destroy it.
So
Bradbury the Saint.
Maybe we need to talk to somebody that speaks to the gods. That's not
Maybe
me.
you can talk to
I
Freya.
saw her drop it in.
She did not answer me. Oh, you're inside, Darren.
I mean, I figure we'll
We can
start
all
walking.
come inside.
Yeah, if we're all heading
Okay.
inside.
So you have the dagger wrapped up in your cloth.
And I put it in my bag. And
Okay.
they have not seen that. Except for these 3. Are you there?
I'm here.
So these 4 are the only ones that know where it is.
What all is in your bag?
I mean, it's just like rope. And
Okay, like any like other magical items or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
I don't think we have many.
What's that?
We don't have many.
Well, you have one.
Really, the only magical thing is myself and my
Yeah,
boots.
Everybody's got one.
Yep. Everyone has at least one, but also now you have another.
Unequip that.
I already unequipped it from you.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, so after that, you can still try to get some rest tonight
Please.
if you choose to. Anyone fancy doing anything before trying to
Do
go
you
back
want
to
to
sleep?
talk to
For
your
the
god?
love of God.
Yes.
She did not answer me, but I'm not the follower.
If everyone's starting to settle down, Melicroft will address the group. I have somebody here in Redborough that I go a long ways back with that I had planned to talk to about this dagger. It's not a part of Freya's religion per se. It's an old associate of mine that spans multiple religions, specifically focused on preventing cataclysmic items like this from taking hold of people. And I really feel like it's time for me to make contact with them again.
Sounds like it would have been a good idea.
This was the plan before Callan was trying to stab Inari in the back.
Sorry.
Indeed.
It remains the plan now.
I don't forgive you.
Well,
Speaking of forgiveness, I need to pray. And then he's gonna reach out to Freya and just find a moment and say to her, this
This vessel was created to fulfill your purposes and to forgive those that you have named and that you have chosen. I have lost sight of that within the last several moments, given the events that have unfolded recently in this accursed dagger's doing. And also, we have one of the marked here in our presence, and I need to find them. I need your help to find them. Please guide me. Please give me your wisdom, and please bestow upon me your grace to handle these trials to come.
Just as a note, I probably would have said the name because they told me the name was Nightstalker's Blade. So if anybody has ever heard of that,
Okay, yeah.
it'd be good to know.
Yada yada, Nightstalker's Blade.
So have I heard of that at all? I mean, it is my sister, so I didn't know. No, not enchilada. That sucks.
When you knew your
Golly,
sister, she had the blade.
Yeah.
What?
It wasn't called the Nightstalker.
18, damn.
Who is this Nightstalker?
It was an 18.
Yeah, when you knew,
It was my sister's blade. That was all
yeah,
I
it
knew.
wasn't. It didn't have any sort of special name. Definitely didn't seem to talk to her, but you don't know. You never grabbed it. You never touched it.
Me and my sister have some talking to do. Not just about getting stabbed in the back.
So none of us have any sort of, like, Nightstalker doesn't ring a bell?
And not with my history.
Work his mustache into getting convincing.
Well, I'm about to go talk to someone that would know as much as I would.
It's not Melicroft that I'm considering here. There's people here that would know. Or at least a person here that would know.
Can I roll a history check?
It's not you.
Okay.
Can I roll it?
Can why don't we all roll history checks, guys?
Well, I obviously don't know, so.
That's fine. I can roll one.
I mean, it seems terrible to do a blanket thing, but if I would have said, does anybody know anything about
Right.
Nightstalker's Blade?
So can I roll? What's the name?
Well,
That would be an
Yeah, you can roll.
Night Stalker's Blade. I mean,
I don't. The DC's
I
just
would
too
just
good
roll a
higher if we
history
all do
check.
it.
I don't think he's gonna reveal who it is.
Yeah.
Just
I will roll a history check.
I'm not going to know.
I'm not.
I'll roll.
No, there's no way.
I'm not gonna.
feeling pretty
Oh,
good. It's just,
yeah.
Oh, he might know.
just two gonna do
So
it.
roll.
What about a
You know.
9?
No.
Well, as pissed as I am at my sister,
17.
hopefully she was under this
I rolled
curse
18.
when she stabbed me. That's kind of eerie.
Yeah.
Scary sounding.
17 over here.
Yeah, I know. You're familiar with the idea of someone who's gone by the name the Nightstalker, one of many names.
Mm-hmm.
But it's more of a story that has shamed your family more than anything, because your ancestor,
Mm-hmm.
who committed an atrocious crime of regicide, claims to be under the influence of someone called the Nightstalker.
And that's the only time that we've heard of it? It passed down through the...
That you know.
Okay.
Yeah. There may have been other moments of quote unquote the influence of the Nightstalker, but as
far as I know.
a family member of Shazera, you were very familiar, or at least with those stories of, hundreds of years back.
Okay.
But you know that there was a member of your family that killed another member of your family.
I'm sure that was
If we're we all together talking?
Yeah.
Do you know, my friend told me a story of his family long ago. That had atrocious things go on, and they said they were under the influence of the Nightstalker. I don't know if the Nightstalker is a blade, so much as it may be it is a title of somebody. But I don't know, I didn't get much more from my friend then.
mean, clearly it's in the blade itself can influence people if both of you.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I'm not that
He
resistant.
Is, the fact that he could not resist.
Maybe it's such for my sister as well.
Maybe.
Don't know why she would stab me in the back.
Or how she was able to leave the knife thereafter.
That's what it asked her to do.
Positive
maybe.
thoughts, I hope.
Well, if she can walk away from it. Sorry, it's a little blunt, but if she can walk away from it after stabbing you with it, she may know something too.
You said you knew a man named Corey, correct?
She instantly.
So you said he looked like me.
Yes.
He's one of the victims of the Nightstalker.
How do you know that?
Friend of a friend.
Seem to have a lot of friends.
When you live in Redborough, you gain a lot of friends. Especially when you got Cornelius over here spending money and playing for drinks.
Your name is Shazira, you friend.
What?
You heard me.
That's a really
I said when your name is Shazira, you have a lot of friends.
Yeah, that's true.
Was. His name was.
I think I said the first time I was intentionally.
But we weren't supposed to tell the rest of the group that.
It's okay. Corey is, it's interesting that a friend of a friend told me Corey used to have the blade. And so how it made it to your sister from there to your spine is quite intriguing.
So her, like typically for Anari, her tails are kind of like plopped down, you know, like a normal dog, kind of just like, just there.
That was my tummy.
Yeah. Hi, Thomas. Dog. Dog's like, yeah, I know how my tail is. So normally her tail's like kind of laying down, right?
Yeah.
As you talk more and more about Corey.
Carl. Oh, there's got to be an NPC named Carl now. Carl.
We're gonna change Corey's name now. No. Talk about Corey. Her tail instantly like flares up and kind of like you know how cats like their hair.
Piss.
Like poof.
Well, they poof out. They
Yeah.
poof out.
Yeah.
So the tails come up and poof out, and like you can see the flickering of fire coming off of her tails, as well as like emanating around her, and she just
Kind of
starts
like
to
hide
rage
behind
a
that
little
crotch.
bit.
So who is this Corey? Do you know of this Corey that she's
From
so
the
angry
world.
at?
A friend's ancestor, we shall say.
He is no friend of mine.
Oh yeah, he wasn't a good man.
Was he in with your sister on this?
I don't. They never should have met. I don't know how they would have ever met.
Because they said he committed awful things. And he said he was under the influence of the Nightstalker. It was so my friend tells me.
Well, your sister obviously committed awful things too.
I don't know. There's. Sam. Me and Corey had a. For lack of a better word, an intimate relationship.
Everybody goes.
Oh.
And from the land that I'm from, we are not to be with those of other races. And especially as a guardian of my tribe, my people. We kept our relationship hidden, so my sister should never have been aware of him. And one day, we were to run away, stupid as I may be, but he never showed. I waited day and night for a month for him, and he never came.
Do you remember the day you were hiding or waiting?
I don't know. Do I remember?
It's a month.
I mean,
Well, like when?
Around the time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She would timeline phrase.
Is that
I don't know.
when he would have been
Make it
caught?
around Lover's Day. That's terrible.
Fuck my life. I mean, you'll know the day. But I'm not gonna.
We'll say Inari is able to estimate around a time.
Is that when he would? Yeah, he was. Well, the books say. My friend's books say that he.
Your friend.
You're very sneaky.
Callan.
Can I do an insight check on like him saying his friend and stuff?
Sure. Yeah. I'm shocked you haven't already.
Well, shit.
You're not very deceptive.
11.
Well, his 10. So.
So I didn't get it.
What'd you get?
No, if you got an 11,
Hold on. I didn't add anything. Hold on.
Yeah.
Deception +1, so 11.
So it matches.
So we have to go again?
They tied.
11. Yeah, I clocked that with a 15.
But
Oh,
You would
You
would know that I'm lying hardcore.
he
Well,
told you that he was a Shazir.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all have talked about that.
Yeah, the rest
but
of
about the.
We-
Oh,
I don't
I didn't
know
know that he committed. You didn't tell me that you knew he committed regicide stuff.
No, yeah, I didn't tell anybody that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So-
new information for
Yeah.
everyone.
Okay.
Do y'all
But
know
you-
that he's
We know.
They
Yeah,
do.
we know he's a
The
Shazera.
3 strikes do, we don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Cornelius did say it out loud, so.
Yeah,
did.
so
If anybody
He
did
Yeah,
attention.
sure.
I don't
Sure,
know who
totally.
that family is.
Yeah, I mean.
So when you're a Shazera, you make friends. And then
Yeah, Cornelius.
Well, I guess in my tone of voice would have been like, well, when you're Shazera, you have friends.
So he's
I would just gloss over it. Like, it'd be like,
I wouldn't have
I mean-
repeated it, but I would have
I-
just.
right.
Am
I know,
I
but then
gonna
I
know
just
what a
walked in.
Shazaran is?
So now I'm gonna go back to you and say.
Okay, even with
Cor-
my
Is he
isolated.
a
Corey was a
Shazera?
Shazera.
But he never told me who he was, other than his name is Corey.
But in the first session,
How do you
you
fall in
said
love with
you
someone
said
if you don't know
Corey
their
was
last name?
Shazera.
She's nice.
In the first session, he said
You would
Corey
know
too,
he was
and
a
you said
Shazera.
Corey
Well-
Shazera.
You would know.
Okay.
You would know whether he said it or not.
Okay.
The Shazera, even though you guys are isolated,
Okay.
as you all have traveled, your
hard to-
city was only a few days travel
Okay.
from the biggest city, and that Redborough was still the biggest city 800 or 900 years ago.
Oh,
So like, the Shazera family has been prominent.
Okay.
Aside from Corey, you said his name was Shazera.
did he? Did he not?
He said that you had friends
I have plenty of friends.
because you were a Shazera.
You're
That's
barking,
what he
Associated
said.
with them.
you're barking up the wrong tree.
You
His
look
name may
just
be there,
like
but it has no power behind it anymore.
you are a descendant. You look just like Corey.
You say descendant, I say friend of a friend.
Okay, so descendants is.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Hey, you know,
Well, that makes sense why he looks like Corey.
yes, I am a Shazaran. I am quite the Shazaran, we should say.
Feel free to elaborate.
The firstborn son of the current king.
Oh,
So,
Why are you here?
because I committed the same thing that Corey did.
Oh, apparently it runs in the family.
It does,
Doesn't
apparently.
run in my family.
Well, he can fuck off.
Mine
So,
My brothers and sisters have never.
Well, I didn't kill a king.
is that what
So,
he did?
Killed a prince.
I killed the prince. I'm saying Corey killed the king.
He killed, yeah.
He killed
He killed a king.
his brother. Yes.
Who did
And
you
then he
kill?
was executed for it.
And who did you kill?
My brother.
The same thing? Older brother?
No, it wasn't a sanctioned duel. But when you've seen what I turn into,
Yes.
it took quite a few years to control.
Mm.
And my brother was not a nice, kind.
Why were you guys dueling?
We have different mothers. My mother does not have power within the family, and he liked to exploit that. And so when I challenged him, we dueled. I lost control, and I split him in half. And I was cast out.
Sounds to me as though the whole Shazaran family just needs to go.
Well, I don't think that. I love my mother dearly. But
You don't love your father?
how do you love someone you've met 4 times? When you were the king and the son of the current elder throne, sons don't matter. Princes matter. And so yes, I had a lot of friends. But they usually were all maids and paid.
Oh, so sad.
It's life as a prince, I'm afraid.
So did you live
Glad I'm not the prince.
here in Redborough within...
I was at one point the crown prince. I would have been next in line. Until
Have you, and this next question, shade depends on this.
Have you met, and I don't see how you couldn't have, a woman named Shalane Argus?
Hello. Jade.
Yeah, hold on.
Okay. I mean, maybe. I met a lot of people, so.
So, Shalane is a member of the Lore Keepers.
Okay.
The Lore Keepers are not necessarily a government-funded, but they are a very well-respected group.
Like they would have been my tutors, kind of thing, or
No, they would have been everyone's tutors.
okay.
They essentially, they don't do individual teaching. They study theory of divine and different types of magical lore. And yeah, Charlene, let's just say you know of them.
Of her?
Yeah, you know of them. You've never met them. They're more of a figure, not someone that you would have had personal relations with, but you would definitely know who it is and probably be able to recognize.
I haven't met Shalane. I was never the big with studies. I was better with weapons. My brother was better with magic, and that's why he's dead.
Shalane is a former associate of mine, and I can guarantee I can get in contact with her if I can just get somewhere close to wherever she's stationed currently here in Redborough.
I mean,
Well, you would definitely know where she would be stationed.
yeah.
Hands down.
What I remember,
Everyone knows.
okay, then
It's not like her exact address, but Redborough, if you guys remember looking at the map, there's like a section that is essentially on that island in the water. That's where all of VIPs are. Like, that's where they stay. That's where it's like a protected piece of the city that can't be infiltrated.
then let
Is
me-
that where the family is?
That's not where the Elder King is.
He's
No,
in
no,
the
That is
my-
where the current Shazera family lives. So the
Yeah, I can't
Dukes
go
of
there.
Shazera would live there.
And what's that island called?
I don't have a name for it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I can come up with something, but I don't have anything.
Just the island of Redborough.
Yeah, it's just like, it's sort of like one of those just known places. Like, it might be the type of place where everyone has their own name for it,
Like
right?
Beverly Hills kind of
Okay.
thing.
Oh, then on
Yeah.
the island.
Yeah, the island.
Yeah,
Well,
like
that's what
it's
I'm going to refer to.
it's just something that everyone has their own name for, but
I-
it doesn't have an official stated.
As much as I would like to go home,
I'm
exiled is a strong word for somebody.
I'm
For
No,
Oh.
exile is a strong word for somebody who was broken. out
I'm
of
not
jail.
asking you to accompany me up there. I probably need to go with Cornelius.
And at this point, I am going to pull out my insignia. And
I am a lore keeper, or rather, before I died, I was.
Quite a prestigious position.
Shalane and I go back years. Oros Kemp is another one as well. These people are old friends of mine. And I feel like it's time that I need to reestablish my connection with them and prove my identity to them. And so I feel like it would behoove us to go and meet with her, and especially in regards to this dagger.
Do you think that she would have answers? Even though that they said that the gods had with his
The
throne?
library is quite extensive.
Is the library on the islands?
Do I know if the library's on the island or not? Danae has been there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it absolutely is. Yeah.
Then,
so the
I will come with you.
sort of the hierarchy of I would just say overall political structure is you have your first elder and the first lady, you have your second elder, and then you sort of have your branches of, you can call it government, but it's essentially like governing factions of life. So you have your elder of merchants, your elder scholar, which is where the lore keepers fall under, your elder centurion, which is the militant, and then the elder of secrets, which is essentially like classified, only like passing down to those need to know basis sort of information. So the lore keepers fall in the same sort of level hierarchy as a general of the militant, to give you some sort of relative. So like there's the elder centurion, he's like the one who like reports to the first elder, and then there's the generals who sort of have like acting armies. A lore keeper is in that same sort of citizenship as a general of the militant, but for nerdy shit, right? whether it be divine, whether it be whoever. So
who's the first elder?
That would be Gerald Shazera. Sorry, I have like the whole hierarchy. Yeah, sorry, Jerome Shazera is the first elder. You all would know that. That's like
I can't remember his name. Mm-hmm. Is that my father?
Jerome, no.
Okay.
No. That's the first elder. Your father is the Duke of Redborough. So you're like in line in the Redborough dynasty. You're not in line to be the first. The first elder is the one who runs all of Thaldrin.
Oh, okay.
So they don't even stay in Redborough.
No, okay. You're talking about the elder throne. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Like the governing body of everyone.
Okay.
You're very far removed from that.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even be qualified because of your mother's birthright. But like, you are, were a Shazera family member. But yeah, the first elder, he's like the most powerful man in the continent.
Mm-hmm. We may also need to look into Corey's past to see how he retrieved this dagger. As much as I'm frustrated lightly at him.
I mean, you're frustrated. It was a big family stain. His name was expunged from records.
Well, we need to find out why, because he wasn't always pure evil.
I will tell you, Callan, they were not expunged from records I was allowed to read.
And
to expound on what Inari is saying, if anyone, especially on the personal history of the Shazera family, if anyone would know any of that, it would be Shalane.
I mean, probably. But they were expunged from, I guess, teaching of children.
And if Shalane herself does not know about this dagger, it's specifically what is affecting it and how to get rid of it, then she will know someone who does.
That's by all means.
And my sister.
Exactly.
Wasn't your sister seen up top?
That's what they said, yeah.
So,
yes.
Row.
We haven't gotten that far. We've kind of had a lot of things before I got to prove that.
Oh, does Melicroft even know that yet?
No, not yet.
Okay, then I'm not going to have
Never mind.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, you do too. So
wasn't Melicroft in the room?
Oh, I was in that room.
Yeah, you were like.
Oh yeah, I was with them. That's right.
Did you make it into
the rest
room?
of us?
He was in the room. Everyone else started.
I was in the room both times.
You got there halfway through.
That's true. I wasn't there
So you
quite
came
yet.
halfway.
No, it was the other way around, wasn't it? You left halfway because you heard shit going down.
No, I stopped, but while I was dealing with that,
You're
they
in
went
line.
in.
That's right. That's right.
And then we were in the room, and then he snuck himself
Cornelius.
in. So he was. So yeah, I don't remember.
Almost
if they were
started a
like
gang war
point.
in the middle of the afterthought.
Either way,
Now, I will say, you guys are having this conversation while two of your colleagues are like bleeding out at 1 HP.
As he's walking around,
You're
lay on hands,
Yeah.
lay on hands, lay on hands.
But-
I figure we're resting after this, so I'm not too worried about it.
But it is late in the night. If you want a full night's rest, you will have to get some sleep soon.
Yes.
Callan just.
Yeah.
Ow.
Okay. Everyone gets gets a full night's rest.
I am going to, go to the furthest corner from these three.
I follow you.
And
Level up.
Yep.
Dang.
not against each other.
Hey,
Listen.
milestone.
If y'all would have maybe been able to figure that out, possibly, but y'all.
We figured it out, kind of, in a roundabout way.
I made a comment on my Google Doc to ask that later.
I don't know if you figured it out more if he finally made a save. I don't think that's figuring out what the dagger was wanting.
My theory is that we just needed to give the dagger back and it would have been fine.
Probably, but I didn't
That or
want to do
maybe put it back in Inari's bag.
Yeah.
I don't want to give it back. I knew that was probably what was going on.
Give it back to be put in.
Yeah.
We give it back to each other.
Yeah.
So everyone gets a full night's rest. They get a long rest. Yeah. Next day. I guess we can probably call the session there since it's about 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
And I'm a little nervous at jumping into something new, depending on how long that will take. So yeah, let's go ahead and wrap up there after that long rest. We'll start the next session as you guys wake up, and you can decide what you want to do. Whether it's go talk to Morris about this dagger, see if he knows what the curse is. Try to find Shalane up top. Maybe talk to Shark again, see what's going on. Maybe he knows more than he is.
These are hers.
Lots of options you guys can do, but we'll pick up there at the start of the next session.
Sounds good.
Yay! I didn't die.
You were one of the few, yeah.
Yeah.
The
I didn't even get hit.
I didn't even
The moment that Melodrap touched the dagger, Yakety Sax just begins fading in from the background and plays for the rest of the session.